The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, welcome to Real Figures. This is episode number 85. My name is Omar V, bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week. And what a fucking week, man. Obviously, one of the most anticipated weeks of the year, man. If you collect toys or comics or any of that nerd stuff, man. You know, even like big announcements that we've been waiting for like movies. This was it, man. This was this weekend. So San Diego Comic-Con. Shit, let me get my logo out here, guys. I want to join the festivities. Yeah, man, San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, man. Not only that, we had a Medicom toy exhibition going on in Japan, ACGHK Wonderfest Summer Festival going on also. So yeah, it was a pretty busy weekend, man. I was pretty busy too, but I kind of took care of some of the stuff earlier on in the week just because I knew this weekend was going to be just jam-packed with stuff. And man, yeah, I've been just trying to gather like as many you know, obviously slides and stuff for the show, but it's just so much sometimes that like, you know, you can't really get everything. I try to be really thorough with it, man. But man, even right now there's like stuff getting revealed by like Bandai, full solicitations for like obviously the Doomsday movie coming up. So yeah, we're gonna touch on a good amount of the stuff, man, for sure. I would say like 90% of the stuff. Obviously you guys can tell from the thumbnails, heavy Doomsday fucking stuff getting shown off by companies, man. I think that was today. They had like I don't know, just kind of like a little embargo and stuff to kind of reveal stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get into that, man. Before that, I'll go through my hauls. I'll give some people a little bit of time to slide in here if they're gonna slide in, and yeah, man, just drop comments throughout the show, man. I'll try to read out as many as I can, so that we can yeah, chat about the stuff, man. First off, go through some of the Marvel Legends that I got this week. I got that Lady Deadpool. It's pretty good figure, man. It's just, dude, I don't know if this is like one of their like best female bodies. It's still not that good, dude. Like they can still get like a lot more improvement out there, you know. But I don't know. It's a good figure. It's just, I don't know. She's cool as fuck, you know. So it's like it's another Deadpool figure, but it's a chick this time, so it's fucking dope. And then this one I'm like, fuck, this shit's kind of ass. But man, I had it going for that Ultimate Wolverine, the fucking Winter Soldier Wolverine. Bro, this is man, this is like way long overdue that Hasbro like gives us like another Wolverine. I know they did that Game Reverse one, but just something different for like a base body Wolverine. It's just like, man, that fucking swivel at the waist is so not it, man, you know. It's like they barely got around to giving us like pinless arms and stuff for him, and it's like, all right, I guess that's not really much. I don't really count that, you know. It's just kind of standard. But when you see companies like McFarlane that don't do that, it's like kind of weird. But yeah, I thought this costume was cool, man. I'm like, you know what? I'll find a spot for this on my shelf. I'm like, this shit is just a cool concept. Like a Winter Soldier Wolverine Weapon X, like that would be fucking insane, you know. So I got those from Amazon, and then from Target, Blastoise. I got that fucking new Jazzwares. It's just kind of getting blown out by the light, but I got that new Jazzwares. I think it's called Pokemon Select line. Man, this shit's it's just thicker than a frozen Snicker, guys. This shit is a chunky boy, man. I like it because the cannons can kind of move around a little bit. So it's like, yeah, I already seen pictures like, you know, getting shown off of this thing for like the fucking water effects if you have them. But this shit's fucking cool, man. The mouth opens and stuff. Can't really do much with the body just because like he's so thick. But man, I love Blastoise. Squirtle was always like my favorite starter Pokemon. Like I don't give a fuck. That motherfucker's a goat. And I used to love the cartoon where Ash got Squirtle, the Squirtle Squad. It was like, oh man, that was the coolest shit, bro. Like, man, that motherfucker was a G. His glasses and shit, they all had shades, but his were like like distinct. They were fucking, that shit's awesome. I seen people print out like those glasses and put them like on a Funko Pop and stuff. I've always thought of doing that because I don't know, Squirtle's just so cool. But yeah, that's that Pokemon Select one. It's cool. Like I said, it's cool. I'm still buying some of the Pokemon Select stuff that I like. Like I have the Mewtwo, I have the Charizard. What else did they put out? I don't know. Depends on the Pokemon, but anything that's like 150, OG 151. I mean, I'm always gonna look at, but I'm still liking the blocky stuff. The blocky stuff just feels better. I like it more. And then I got the fucking 2001 Godzilla, the Haya toys, the GMK, also known as. This shit's fucking sick, man. First Haya toys I own. I was waiting for a Godzilla. The last one, I don't know, wasn't that was the 2000 Godzilla, but I remember for the longest time I never liked that Godzilla because I grew up on that 98 one or that late 90s one. I forgot what that one's goes by, but the one that came out with the Taco Bell commercials. The one looks like a fucking T-Rex. That was my Godzilla from like the late 90s, 2000s. So I always thought the 2000 one was just too sudden. I was like, even though I was a little kid, I was like, I don't like this Godzilla. But man, I always remember this one, dude. This one was fucking awesome looking just because of his like big, huge, like fucking feet. And then his head sculpt just looks crazy, bro. It looks like a fucking sea lion, man. You guys ever seen a sea lion? Those fucking things are like a sea leopard and shit. Those things are scary looking, man. Like they'll fucking bite the shit out of your ass. So I always did like that one. Just because of the design is a little bit different than, obviously like the 54 Godzilla and all that stuff. Those are still classic, and I don't know, man. I kind of want a bigger scale Godzilla toy, just because I don't know, it just would make a better toy, I thought for some reason those Haya toys are gonna be a little bit bigger. Like they say 7-inch scale, but I think because of the shape of the body and the tail, I guess that's kind of what they're talking about. But the 3-0 Kaiju dough line that came out, I saw reviews on that first one, and I don't know, it didn't really impress me that much. And the price versus the size, it's not that much more. And then I got the fucking Masterpiece Soundwave, the new MPG 19. Fuck, I don't know why I bought this Studio Series shit, bro. That shit ass. That's just fucking ass. But this fucking Soundwave is fucking with it, man. This shit's sick as fuck, bro. I was like, the chrome, the size. Obviously, you pay a little bit more, man. But the fucking Studio Series shit is like fucking ridiculously priced. It doesn't even make sense to be paying that shit, man. It's like fucking, I don't know. I don't regret the stuff that I got from Studio Series because I'm still gonna buy the ones that I want in that scale. But for the Masterpiece stuff, I think I got the Optimus, I got the Soundwave. They're gonna do a Megs. I'm getting that, and I don't know. I'm gonna just try to like stay maybe with that. They do like a Starscream, and then just that Megatron, Starscream, Shockwave, Soundwave, and then Optimus. Oh man, I think I might just be happy with the Optimus because once you start going down the Autobots, it's just like I hate Bumblebee. I hate Bumblebee, so I'm not getting him to go with Optimus. And then it's just like Jazz is cool, but then it's like Ironhide, Ratchet, like you just kind of go down a fucking rabbit hole real quick, and it's like I don't want to do all that. So, but for the bad guys, it's like it's different because they're all so different also that yeah, I don't know. I like how the bad guys look all the time. But yeah, that's all I got this week, guys. Got good amount of stuff as far as like different kind of lines being spread out. Also got some of those. I got some of those like fucking sexy ice dogs, but I don't know where the fuck I left them. I didn't unbox them though. I'll probably unbox those for like next week and stuff. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I do want to get into the toy news, but before that, let's say what's up to the chat. Chat sliding in, man. My man B Weird said, I see that replay, bro. Hey, yo, man, I'm gonna send B Weird my OF, bro. This guy's on it, man. Yo, shout out to B Weird, man. Ghost Tab in the building. Salute to Ghost Tab saying hello. Don't ever change that avatar, Ghost Tab. I swear, man, that shit will just hit different, bro. B Rivera also with a dog. He says, yo, what up, y'all? What's good, B? Ready for that MEZCO talk? Oh, MEZCO has some cool reveals too, man. But we get into this SDCC talk. Was this the best SDCC ever or the worst? I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. Figuarts and Hot Toys released their photos for Doomsday. We eating good. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about that stuff right now. Bro, the last Marvel Legends I got was a lizard and I still ain't opened it yet. I know. I feel like a complete fucking idiot getting this shit, bro. I was like, bro. I just got into that one vanilla pose, and that's it. I'm not doing shit else with that. NYC figure fanatic, what's up, NYC? What's good with you, man? Shout out to NYC in the house. Oh man, fucking NYC always cracks me up, man. That dude does look like, you do look like Bruno Mars, bro. The Matthew Broderick is known as Zilla because Japan said that was no good. Yeah, Zilla, the Zilla Godzilla, man. That, man, fuck Japan, bro. That's our Godzilla, man. Like we claim that one as ours. And you know what? I've seen like a lot of like third party, even like these premium statues of that shit, and it always gets a lot more attention than just the regular Godzilla because it's so different. And I even remember the cartoon. Remember the cartoon? They had toy line to that shit too. I love that shit. That shit was, it was like a son of Godzilla and shit in the cartoon. Because yeah, that motherfucker gets blown up in the end, right? Or some shit. The shell was looking dope, dude. Oh, thanks, NYC. Yeah, I still, dude, I have like a lot more shit than this, man. But it's just, that shit's annoying trying to play stuff sometimes. You just kind of psych yourself out, like, nah, this looks stupid here. But it doesn't. It's all the same shit. I also just bought the Godzilla and King Ghidorah. I like them so much. Pre-ordered Kaiser Ghidorah, Biollante, and Mecha Ghidorah. Yeah, I know. I've seen Jobby the Hong do the reviews on that, and yeah, I had to get my hands on one, man. I was waiting for this one, and dude, motherfuckers start selling out in places, man. It's just like sometimes I like to see stuff go in stock in a place, and I'll wait till something else comes in stock there, so I can just order them both. Just save on shipping, but then something else will come in stock and the shit I wanted before it sells out. So it's kind of annoying. I got the Bloki's Transformers Prime Optimus. That thing is a beast. The Bloki's Prime. Oh yeah, bro. That shit looks, dude. That shit has so much attitude in that design. It's like super like sleek and like modern and shit. That shit looks crazy. That looks like it's like curved out. I like that shit, man. Hustle in the house. Ain't sup, Omar 100. Sup, chat. What's up, Hustle? Because that's SDCC. High-end Hot Toys destroyed. Really? You think so? I don't know, man. I was kind of underwhelmed. Sup, Bruno? Yeah, Hustle. What's good? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to be a downer for the show starts, but let's get into it, man. Because like I said, this weekend was chock full of toy news, and today specifically. It seemed like the embargo was lifted on this doomsday stuff because obviously when it comes to the toys, we start getting costume designs, man. You get costume designs, which would be, I guess, could be considered a spoiler. I mean, is it fair to say that that's like spoiler territory? When it comes to costumes and stuff, especially for people that are not like in this hobby. I always think this is considered like spoiler territory, because yeah, you get to see kind of like costume designs, and obviously from this base you can kind of start distinguishing like a story being laid out for us. Obviously the Sentinel hand being destroyed by Doom, you can already imagine the scene where the X Mansion's getting destroyed, and I know a lot of that stuff came out in some of the trailers, but some people, they like to avoid all that stuff outright, so it is kind of spoiler territory when we started ruling and stuff like that. But yeah, Hot Toys coming with the heat today, and I had to open up the show with this because right now when we get into the Marvel Legends, you really start to tell the quality differences and stuff. But it's different kind of collecting. Obviously, the Hot Toys collectors, they like to splurge a little bit more. It's definitely going to stand out on the shelf a hell of a lot more because that premium factor is just through the roof. The soft goods on this thing look cool. And I guess, yeah, this is it where we kind of really look at Doom finally from this upcoming movie. I got to say, I'm always like a fan of any Doom costume, but to me, just knowing that RDJ is underneath that is just kind of throwing me off because I'm already so used to him being such a iconic Iron Man, in the live action portrayal that I don't know, man, this looks cool, but I just kind of wish it was somebody else, but here's hoping that he doesn't really take off the mask too much, because overall, I think the MCU for all its ups and downs, it's always had great costume work. It's always had some of the best live action costume stuff. Obviously, we grew up in those 2000s when those X-Men movies came out. It's like, man, those black leather outfits is like, what is that, bro? So every time there was a costume reveal from one of these movies from MCU, I always thought it was just some of the better stuff out there. You look at the Deadpool costume, the Deadpool Wolverine movie, they finally gave us that Wolverine. And this, for a first attempt at a Doom, it's it's hard to fuck up a character like this. It's hard to, you know, make him not look cool because the mask has to hit, and you know his overall regal design. It also has to be imposing, and you know this hits it for me, man. The effects look kind of a little boring. You know, I wish it would have been a little bit more creative there. I think the comic book one that came out had a little bit more better effects, but I think with that stand, you know, the Sentinel hand, it kind of just sets it off either way. And then this was like a whole line of reveals, man. So there is a pre-order for a throne that, man, that Sentinel hand, isn't it doing it for you? I think the throne is freaking awesome also to have it displayed out. It would obviously take up a lot of real estate on the shelf, but I think people are starved as far as Hot Toys collectors for this new stuff, you know, new movies, new media. Even if it is Marvel again, it's a live action Doom, and for such an iconic villain, and not only just Marvel comics, but all the media, all the nerd culture, you know. It's like Darth Vader was designed based off his design off of Doom a little bit. I know Lucas has talked about that. You know, when he designed Darth Vader, he came up with him. He kind of looked at Doctor Doom, and you do see that. You know, with the cloak and everything, the cape. Looks awesome, man. So yeah, this was one of their first reveals, and then we get into Magneto. Oh man, dude. This is like seeing something that you love just way past its time, man. You know, it's just god, man. And this is kind of what's a little bit throwing me off a little bit when it comes to this movie. Is just this would have been cool, like for sure 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you know. Now I just kind of feel like my guys don't really have it in them to kind of, I don't know, look cool in these costumes, because it just looks a little bit too old. Even though it's Magneto, it's like, you know, you don't need the physique to be there or anything like that. And you know, this dude's portrayal of Magneto also was always great. But man, when I saw this today, have you guys heard that audio clip where it goes fuck? That's all I think of when I see this shit. Fuck! Because it's just an old man in like a fucking Magneto costume. It just, man, I can't do it. And it's like, if they kill these guys off, which I think they are, obviously, it's like they already killed them all so many times. It's like, god damn it, let these guys RIP already, man. But also that Sentinel base, man, we're gonna look at all of them right now laid out, and I think those would just make cool bases for, you know, your MEZCOs or your fucking Marvel Legends, even any kind of Marvel figures that you have in 112, because it's a fucking Sentinel, you know. So it's a 1/6 base would just be perfect size for that, you know. That'd be awesome. And then these are coming with rings and shit. I don't know who the fuck would want a Magneto ring or a Doom ring, but give me that X-Men ring, man, because move it to Cyclops deluxe version. And like I was saying, man, MCU costumes, they're doing it, man. And there's one shining light in this entire movie, is this motherfucker debuting this costume. It's just, it's worth the ticket price alone, you know, just to see that shit, because it's just so cool. A little baggy, you know. I don't know why they try to lean away from the spandex, but I get it. You know, they kind of got to make it a little bit more, you know, real world, I guess, you know. And see my dude in the spandex with the yellow underwear over it, I don't know, that probably would have just been a little too much comic book, but I think it still looks good, man. You know, it's those iconic colors that everyone knows and loves. And man, this dude, what's his name, James Marsden, finally, man, getting his love, bro. I always thought he was a great Cyclops. I don't think he was done right in those movies. I think they leaned a little bit too much on Hugh Jackman. But I always thought this dude was a great Cyclops. He looked the part. He was a smug prick like fucking Scott is, and in this costume it's that much better, you know. So I'm digging this shit right here, man. Ghost Test saying the Doom Sentinel has even more spoilers. It goes from yellow to green, so Doom takes over. Yeah, exactly. I can see it now. It's like Cyclops. No, not Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops obviously fighting this fucker. Magneto comes in like, oh fuck you, man. I'm gonna just use these Sentinels on you. No, bitch, you ain't. Oh, what the fuck? You know, you can see it now. Hustle say RDJ was so great as Iron Man. He had to be Dr. Doom. No, man. No. That's man, that's the media getting to you, Hustle. No, I don't think so. But you know what? It got the attention. They got to stick the landing now. But man, I think just that costume, it's giving them that edge. I'll say that for sure. For sure. Ghost Ass saying Doom sits weird on his Doom chair. Yeah, I think you can lend that to the Hot Toys articulation. Attribute that to the Hot Toys articulation sitting down. I don't know. Pass on Hobo Magneto and I'm dying Professor X. Buy on Doom and Cyclops. Pretty dirty. You need a deluxe version for the jacket. Yeah, the deluxe is kind of distinguished here in some of the solicitations because it comes with the jacket, so you got that brown leather jacket. But I don't know. I don't know. I would display it with the jacket a few times, but here I wouldn't mind just getting the regular version. You know, it's like I'm gonna definitely want to see that costume pop on my shelf all the time, and I think the brown jacket over it would just kind of look a little bit drab, you know, over time. But it is cool, and it does come with this base also. Like I was saying, that Sentinel base. This one has like a destroyed head, not just a hand, so it's cool. And then that ring, I would definitely want that X-Men ring. And then we move on to Gambit. It's not really a debut for this guy, but this is the one where it's throwing me off. Where it's like, okay, this guy was a fucking meme. That now is the official Gambit, and I had to throw him on the thumbnail, man. It's like live action Gambit with live action Cyclops. It's like fucking hell, man. 10-year-old me would have been dying to watch this shit, but now I'm just kind of morbidly curious. And man, cool base also, man. Like I think people are just gonna buy these and sell the bases off, man. Like these things, they look awesome. They look really sick. And right now when we see more of these debuts from Hot Toys, I don't know why they don't just do that accessory packs like that, like a whole like graveyard of Sentinels. Like charge $300 for that. That'd be awesome. Because just look at all these bases, they look so cool. You know, you can light them up. I would just probably turn the lights off because it's like, yeah, they look cool, just destroyed there. You could kind of set your X-Men around them, like on your shelf. That would just be freaking awesome, you know. You could put a Magneto in any one of these, obviously. But any kind of X-Men just coming out of these, they would just look crazy cool. And then, like I was saying, Hot Toys seems to be also working on a Sentinel themselves. I know they put out a Galactus last year. Obviously, it's not 1/6 scale because it would be like the size of a human. But, you know, it's kind of like a 12-inch size around there, bigger figure. And some people are kind of saying this looks a little Marvel Legends-y. I think this will look cool with a Marvel Legends display. Awesome, man. It's like it's got that live action Sentinel look. The legs look a little chunky. My dude, thick around the thighs, bro. Thick thighs saving lives, man. But I like it too, man. I also like it. I think these are still getting tweaked around, so it's not like they're finished prototypes yet. Because this beast also looked a little funny. That's kind of what people were pointing out at the show. That these aren't really final model, I don't think. So there was no solicitations for them. But we got a Professor X here too, and like Ghost was saying, it's like, God damn it. Let this motherfucker die already for once. I mean, for once, let him stay dead for once. That's what I meant. Because goddamn, bro, my dude's just been around. And yeah, right there behind him, you can see the Sentinel. So yeah, it looks a little, I don't know, not as bright as I would like it to look, but you know, it would look cool in the 112 display. You know, you kind of work this around with some of your MEZCOs also. Something that might not be Marvel Legends, especially not that X-Men 97 line, because that looks a little bit too cartoon for this. It would definitely stand out, but I can see people that kit bash, you know, Marvel Legend figures. I don't know if you guys follow G Ronin, but yeah, he always does cool, like, you know, head swaps with the MCU figures on comic bodies, and it works. You know, they create their own kind of gritty Marvel look. I like that shit, so I think he would get down with this. And then yeah, we are getting more solicitations for these figures online right now, but you know, I already started the show. But yeah, Figuarts, Tamashi Nation's coming with their line of Doomsday figures. So we got Thor finally losing that beer belly, that beer gut. We got Doom, obviously looking pretty cool, man. They went all out on that paint with the armor. And then we got would everybody stop calling this guy Sam Wilson? He's fucking Captain America, guys. All right, whether you like it or not. It's like everyone, even Dan Who, shout out to Dan Who, my homie over there in the UK. This is Captain America. Put some respect on his name, Dan. Because yeah, everyone always goes Sam Wilson. It's like, I'm sorry, guys. He is not Sam Wilson anymore. He's Cap, right? And then yeah, we move into the Marvel Legends reveals, and like I was saying, shout out to Bandai for at least giving us a, you know, cloth goods cape with the wire, some nice paint on the armor. Because we move into the Marvel Legends reveals, and fuck. I'll use that audio clip again. I gotta get that on the show, man. That would just hit right now. Fuck. Because Because this shit just looks like, oh man, they did not want to spend any money on this figure. And I don't know, I don't really blame them. It's like Disney doesn't get benefit of the value anymore, man. They've been putting out super slop, you know. So as cool as this movie might be, I'm still iffy on it, man. Like I'm not sold on Yelena. I'm not sold on. I know just bigging up my boy Cap, but I'm not really sold on Sam. I'm not really sold on Bucky. Bucky Barnes looked like he been eating them donuts too much, bro. It's like, man, my dude, don't you have fucking super soldier serum? Also, like, I don't think that would be working, bro. Like that shit ain't working for you anymore, my dude. Cause fucking holy shit, man. Some of these dudes looking rough, bro. They're looking rougher than this fucking figure right here. Cause yeah, kicking off the wave, we got Doctor Doom coming. No accessories, nothing special here. But I don't know, maybe for the head sculpt, maybe as Ollie fodder, you know, you could get some Doom bots out of this, maybe. You know, I'm just, you know, being the devil's advocate here, but other than that, I don't really see too many people running to pre-order these. You know, maybe the intrigue of the movie, finally another MCU wave that we haven't really gotten recently. I know Thunderbolts put out a couple 2-packs, but nobody was really digging that movie. This one has a lot of hype going to it. So you got Old Man Magneto that fucking holy hell, bro. It's like, don't even do the soft goods cape. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Because it looks clearly like you don't want to do it. This looks bad, man. This looks really bad. And I think someone online was pointing at the reuse here on the legs. It looks like it's reused from a Red Skull from fucking 2012 or something. Like, I don't know. So this doesn't look good. Doesn't look that good, man. And I can see why they waited to reveal this on Sunday. If even if they didn't have the embargo, I think they would have waited. Because this during the panel, it would have just been like, fucking hell. Let me just walk up out of here, man. This one here, like I was saying, the costume kind of pulls me in, but that head sculpt, it kind of looks like Ellen DeGeneres a little bit with Cyclops fucking shades on. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of looks like Ellen. So I don't know, man. But you know, it's just a head swap away from being pretty cool. So I might get this. If this goes on sale, I might see what's up with this, man. This might be cool to just have, you know, a live action Cyclops. Even with the Ellen DeGeneres head sculpt, it's not deal breaker, complete deal breaker. So that looks cool. I would have loved to have like a better optic blast. I know they did that with that. I think it was the X Factor Cyclops. I want that effect, man. I'm like, dude, they got to put that with another Cyclops soon. Hopefully they do a maximum Cyclops. I'd be down for it. And then we got the Gambit also coming to the line that a lot of people were waiting for ever since those Deadpool Wolverine waves were hitting. I think everyone kind of anticipated this being in a Doomsday wave eventually, and here it is, guys. I think the effects look pretty cool. You can kind of use that for you know, your Marvel Legends or something, your comic book, if you don't have like the MAFEX or anything. Man, I gotta remember to drink water, bro. This shit me talking a lot doing this fucking show, man. We got more people sliding in. We got Raceland finally streaming early. Yeah, a little bit early. I had to try to pack in as much of this toy news as possible, man. Big Head Gambit is a pass for me. Adult Stitch Beast. Yeah, his head does kind of look a little big. And like I said, this dude just doesn't do it for me as a live action Gambit, man. It's like, to me, he was a fucking meme. And he's gonna be a fucking meme. It doesn't really matter. Like, especially that fucking god awful Cajun accent that he had in the Deadpool Wolverine. It was a meme, and that's the problem when you have those quippy jokes and that like light type of humor. You take the audience out of it yourself, man. Look at the Motu movie. I just recently rewatched that on Prime, and it aged worse. You know, it's because they don't really want to be sincere with the stuff. You know, it's like, oh yeah, this is stupid to you guys, it's stupid to us too. Then, you know, it's like, fucking hell. But yeah, I was saying, if RDJ does Doom justice, will you give him the proper praise? Yeah, of course I will. And I think for the most part, it's like I'm looking forward to Doom, and I'm looking forward to see what's up with some of the X-Men stuff. But man, I don't see much else in that movie. Thor looks pretty cool. I don't see much else in that movie pulling me in as far as like characters that are cool to me. I don't know. The Fantastic Four movie, I still haven't even watched. I'll probably give it a watch before this winter season. But like, damn, I don't know. I'm kind of out of the MCU for sure. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about it. They kind of they wasted a lot of time, guys. Like a lot of time. I know it was a huge announcement yesterday with the Ghost Rider. That's pretty cool. But to me, Ryan Gosling is a Disney Ghost Rider. That's a perfect Disney Ghost Rider, and that's a bad thing to be labeled, man. A Disney Ghost Rider. Just say that out loud. It's like, could you think of a more Disney Ghost Rider than Ryan Gosling? I cannot. So, that's just my feeling about the entire movie. Mel saying the building, saying what up, Omar? What's up to everyone in the chat? Yo, Mel, what's up? But yeah, I don't want to sound like a complete downer on this because there's the intrigue there to see how this whole thing goes about. Super Soldier Serum weakness is donuts. Sweet tasty snacks 1. Winter Soldier 0. Yeah, my dude Bucky looking rough, man. Rewatch that fucking trailer. This may be the best movie fig I've seen. Still don't do movie figs. Yeah, are you talking about the Cyclops? Because I like the Cyclops, and I don't know, even the Gambit. He's a little thicker for a Gambit that I would like to see, but that's just Tatum's fucking body shape, size and stuff. Thor in the house. No, that's a reuse for Magneto from the Star Wars Han Solo. Oh fuck. I don't think they reused that enough, Thor. So I doubt it. No, I'm just kidding. Now for the price for the Gambit, and I am sure it's going to be at the $30 mark. Why not give Gambit a soft goods code? Why not? Yeah, and I think that's just standard price for Marvel Legends, right? It's the $30 because fucking shit, man. I got the two that I got this week were $27.99. I'm like, man, that's the Amazon price. I always thought Amazon was like the lowest you could buy it. And I saw like the receipt or whatever, the invoice. And I was like, wait, what this shit was $27.99? I was like, fucking shit, that's a lot. Because yeah, there's no kind of, I don't know, there's no kind of draw as far as like being a really cool action figure. It just kind of looks like standard Marvel Legends. They could kind of dress it around with some of the effects like they did with the Gambit. I like this effect. This effect looks cool. If this power set wasn't completely retarded. It's like, who would this be cool for? Maybe Sonic? Like a Sonic figure, you know what I mean? Like where he's just racing down this shit, getting all these damn coins. But for Shang-Chi, it's like even this movie was just kind of goofy too, man. It's like, I just wanted to see a martial arts kung fu style movie. I think they could have just looked at something like a fucking, Bruce Lee in fucking New York City type of movie. Like, would have been cool. This to me was all over the fucking place. I think they just didn't respect his power set enough, and they had to make it a little bit more, I don't know, higher power, I guess. I don't know. It just looks dumb to me, but the effects look interesting. It just I don't know if I need it for my Shang-Chi. Raceland saying Tom Cruise Iron Man. That would be cool. That would be fucking awesome. Mel saying, and his wife was the OG Ghost Rider. Yeah, bro. I like, people are going crazy for that. Like, oh my god. It's like, do you understand that we had a better casting for Blade, for a new Blade movie, and it never came out? They even said it themselves, never came out. That was announced like fucking 7 years ago, man. I remember that shit. And I was like thinking, oh man, I love Wesley Snipes' Blade, but man, this guy is a serious actor. Cool. Never happened. So this, I'll wait to see a trailer before I get excited about anything. But Ryan Gosling doesn't pull me in. I think he's a good actor, but he's about as safe as you can get for just a straight white guy. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So to me, it's like, and not necessarily it has to be a straight white guy. They could have done a Robbie Reyes. They could have found some Hispanic actor out there, up and coming, or maybe someone established. But I'm thinking this dude's going to be like a Danny Ketch. And yeah, I think it's a good Danny Ketch. But like I said, it's just as Disney as a Ghost Rider as you can get, man. And so far, their batting average has not been that good. So I'll wait to see it. He was pretty good in Luke Cage. Luke Cage. Fuck, I'm trying to think of what. Oh, what are you talking about, Raceland? And then we got Captain America here. And like I was saying, this guy, put some respect on this fucking name, bro. Everyone's just calling him Sam Wilson like they call fucking Miles Morales. It's like, no, these are these are the characters who are in the costume, guys. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, this dude, this figure right here, I don't know, man. They had to fill out a wave. I give them an A for filling out the entire wave. It's like they're getting reused from the Shang-Chi. Obviously getting reused for some of the Sam Wilson figures. This Gambit fits 2 waves. You can put this with your, Deadpool, Wolverine waves and stuff, and on that shelf, and it'll look cool. And it'll look cool in this this Doomsday wave. And then the Cyclops to me is probably the get. Blade actor Mahershala Ali. Yeah, that dude, that's just a good actor, and I think it would have been a good Blade movie. But man, it's like, how are you guys not able to put out a Blade movie? Oh, that's right, because you guys want to like soften it up a bit. That's what you want to do. And how are they going to soften up Ghost Rider? I gotta see. You know, it's like, that's the aim. It's and that's kind of dangerous sometimes. That's why I think in the long run, I think it was bad that they bought Marvel. I remember being so excited, and they're hitting it for a while, man. But it's just, I don't know. To me, they just lost the appeal. And then we got Thor. Finally another fucking MCU Thor. There's so many in the past. This one looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good for even just a standard Thor body. You get some of that armor and stuff, the pinless joints and stuff. That looks pretty clean, man. The head sculpt doesn't look bad either. You could probably head swap that on like some Valorverse figures. I know I've seen people do that all the time with like kid bashes. They'll throw like some of these Thor heads on like Valorverse bodies, and it just looks like that. It fits, So I think this one would be good for like, just kit bash fodder, or just another. And maybe you do want to fill out this entire shelf, your Doomsday shelf. That will look pretty cool over time, So pretty dope. And then we move into the Walmart exclusive Fantastic Four wave. We got Mr. Fantastic and Herbie. And man, these motherfuckers knew what they were doing, sticking this Herbie with fucking Pedro, bro. It's like, God damn it. This is what I want. Man, they got fucking Herbie. He looks cool. And I think a lot of people were waiting for this in that first Fantastic Four wave. It's like, they could have had this accessory packed in, but it's cool that they're doing it now. That Mr. Fantastic comes with two accessories. It's the gay accessory and then the gayer accessory. So that one with the little smug head sculpt is the gayer one. But yeah, you get a Mr. Fantastic in the jacket, and it's just like, no effects at all here. But I think everyone would just want that Herbie. I think even for a comic book shelf, that would work cool too. And then moving to the 2-pack, also going to Walmart, we got the Susan Storm and or Sue Storm and Johnny Storm half flamed on. So you got my dude in the jacket too, and I think that's like a theme here. You got all these motherfuckers in the jackets and shit, so pretty cool. And the Sue Storm, I think they were talking about something with the plastic process here, that it doesn't get all milky and swirly here anymore. It's not as translucent as in the past, but with the light and all that stuff, you still get some of the translucentness, and it doesn't give you that swirly milky effect that I didn't like either in the past. It shit looks like fucking shit looks like sploosh. But yeah, this I don't know, this 2-pack looks interesting. I'm probably not gonna get any myself, because I don't know, like I said, I haven't even watched the movie, and live action Fantastic Four is just not doing it for me. I want like another comic book Fantastic Four wave, like I said in the past. Like, I can see them doing a maximum read 2-pack Sue and Johnny like here, and then a deluxe thing, just like how they have this wave up divided up. I can see them doing a comic book style release, and I'll probably wait around for that, because we move into the thing this time with this sweater that a lot of people were kind of annoyed at in that first wave. That wasn't as accurate as it was in the movie. So it's Marvel Legends, guys. They're gonna kick you in the fucking nuts, man. It's Hasbro more than anything, but yeah, here it is. And I guess they kind of dressed it up a little bit more. They gave you that bearded thing head sculpt that to me just looks disgusting, and it's kind of dumb. Notebook Ghost Rider. There you go. That's a bad label. So yeah, that was all the reveals from today, man. Like I said, they kind of had this up their sleeve for today, and not just Marvel Legends, but all the companies. So we got everything from Hot Toys to obviously the Figuarts stuff, that you can catch more solicitations of that on Instagram right now. But Marvel Legends had a whole panel reveal this weekend also, and they kind of kicked it off with another maximum release, guys. And yep, you knew it was coming. I think even they said that first maximum Spider-Man was such a hit with everyone. There was no complaints at all. they wanted to do the symbiote costume, and I mean, is there a better Spider-Man costume? I don't know, guys. Is it debatable? I know the classic red and blue with the fucking webs, but the symbiote is that's just so sleek and cool, man. It's so dope to see Spider-Man in this costume, that anytime they have a figure of it, it's hard to pass up, man, especially when it's on their premier body. I think I'm getting this, guys. And I don't know, man. I remember when this line came out, the hugest pet peeve that anyone had was obviously the price. It was like, man, $50. This is a fucking, what a dark age we're living in, man. Is it just me, or am I seeing that maximum Thor for $66 everywhere? Because what the fuck? Like, man, I had no problem paying $49 or $50, but man, getting into that $60-$70 price point range is kind of crazy, man. It's kind of scary, you know. So I got to see what this goes around to, but I can see it automatically going at a $55 price point when it comes out, and then, you know, probably sitting at that $60 price point, and that's kind of high, you know. But I do want it. I definitely do want it. I have a couple already, but I kind of put one with my Dark Avengers display, and then I have I think the Secret Wars is the one that I have as just like my main one. And then I don't really have that many other ones, man. I know right now that Yamaguchi is a hot release, but this to me is just a, you know, basic Marvel Legends, or one of their better Marvel Legends out there on a cool costume. I think it's worth taking a look at. So I might get it. I can do without these extra accessories, and that's kind of the annoying part. It's like, yeah, you could kind of take some of these accessories away and maybe drop the price, but how much would you drop the price really? It's like you would need to take a lot out of it to see any kind of you know, chunk of that price getting taken out. So I don't know. I think the more the merrier is cool here, and as much as people want to talk shit about it, I know it's gonna be a high selling figure for sure, you know, because it's fucking Spider-Man. And then we get into a deluxe Mole Man that, fuck, man, these little rape goblins, these little things look ugly as fuck, bro, but they would be cool to have. You don't really get too much articulation in the legs area, so you can kind of pose them around, just kind of leaning on his legs and shit. It's just kind of creepy, honestly. It's like, what do you do to these things, bro? Why do they listen to you? Oh man, that's fucking gross. But yeah, classic Moment for like Fantastic Four display. I think just as a meme toy, this shit's hitting it. Because yeah, you just want to beat the shit out of these little ugly motherfuckers and this motherfucker right here. So I think this is worth taking a look at when it comes out. I think it's gonna sell really well also. But yeah, they're kind of giving you everything you need right here for a Mole Man. I don't think you would ever need to pick up another one here after that. Thor saying reason for the price increase in the maximum Thor on Amazon is due to tariff. At least that's what the word on the street is. Maximum is okay if you want to customize or add to your collection. Yeah, I mean, they are some of the better looking figures. I'm not gonna lie, man. You say rape goblins? Yeah, I don't know if the goblins rape people or this dude rapes them, bro. But something is weird here. I'm just saying. This is like very creepy. I would have loved this Mole Man without these little fuckers, dude. I don't know if I like these things. I think I want to sell them because they look scary to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about them that's just very unsettling to me. And this fucking rapist is not helping, man. So I don't know. But yeah, that's that reveal. Obviously, it's in a bigger box, so it's probably gonna be priced up a bit more. And then we move into the Magic the Gathering that you want to talk about being priced up a little bit more. Well, you haven't had a trading card in your action figure yet, guys, because this Magic crossover with Marvel Legends, I don't know, man. When it first got revealed, it was kind of interesting because obviously you get some of the card art being specific costumes and stuff, and yeah, it's kind of gives Marvel Legends an in to make these figures, you know. So first off, kicking it off with the 2099 Doom. I think this figure looks pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of 2099 Doom, but figure wise, this shit looks pretty badass, man. I like the look of it. I just wish we could get a fucking proper soft goods designer at Hasbro, man, for some of these caves, because it's like, yeah, when are you gonna get another 2099 Doom out there? Probably never. So, you know, obviously having to hit the GPS lot is probably gonna be the move, but I think this will look pretty cool, man. They were kind of talking this figure up too. They were saying this is one of their favorite ones to design and stuff. So I don't know. I was kind of trying to take a look at it, see if there's any kind of engineering aspects that might make this figure solid. But from what they were talking about on the panel, yeah, they were saying this one was not one you're gonna want to skip. So I might take a look at this one. You're looking at these boxes though that come with the cards. These things are getting priced up at around 45, I think. So like I said, man, you see the bigger box, it's obviously gonna have a bigger price. Major turn off to get this fucking magic card being put in there. I know with the Spider-Man, people were just kind of selling off the Spider-Man. These are looking like clearance fodder for sure though, because like everyone's kind of pointing out, they are not, the more iconic costumes or versions of the characters. Because from there, moving to Malice, so Sue Storm's alternate alias or whatever, or fucking, I don't know, some kind of thing that comes out of her. I think it's like, who is it, like Psycho Man that turns this bitch out and shit. Yeah, this figure looks pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like this shit, but what the fuck is up with this head sculpt, bro? I gotta get that audio clip. Fuck. Cause yo, man, this shit is a fucking ma'am, bro. It's ma'am. I don't know. I am not feeling this fucking head sculpt. And god damn it, man. When I was watching that like little recap video they did on their Pulse channel, it's like, dude, Dwight and Dan not want to talk about the toys, or like, what the fuck is it with these guys? Sometimes it's like, oh, what do you think about this? I don't know. What do you think about this? I don't know. I designed it, but it's like, damn, dude, like, do a little prep work. Look at me. I'm fucking just talking shit up here about this shit, trying to sell this stuff. And man, like when they were talking about this, they just looked hella uncomfortable, man. It's like fucking shit, bro. I think this figure looks crazy good, man. It's like, it's just something different, something different that'll kind of just fucking go anywhere, bro. You could put this anywhere on yourself. It's gonna look cool as fuck, So I'm getting it. I know I'm not gonna ever use this head sculpt with this body, but I think this head sculpt's cool enough for something else. Anything else. You could probably create a tranny figure. Just put this head sculpt like on a male body, like a boy's body, and you can get like a little tranny figure going. So yeah, that would probably work there. But yeah, looking at another $45 price tag, it's probably gonna be a wait for to go on sale for me. And then we move to the Steve Rogers, Twilight Steve Rogers. I think that's the name of the costume or comic series. I wasn't really paying too much attention to this one because, yeah, this is one that just does not look, I don't know, it doesn't look appealing to me, man. But as soon as I saw it, I couldn't stop thinking of that one dude, G. Ronin's pictures. I know he's gonna get down with this shit. He'd be putting like Bucky Winter Soldier head sculpts on this. I think like a Winter Soldier head sculpt on this would look cool. Like, I don't know. I see. Have you ever seen that comic Berserker, that Keanu Reeves? You get like a Bucky head sculpt that looks like Berserker or Keanu Reeves, like long hair with a beard. Throw that on his body, that would go hard as fuck. You would get like a crazy Winter Soldier looking cap. Like that shit would just go hard. Maybe switch out his arm, obviously, with like a metal arm. And then yeah, you're cooking like a pretty good Kid Bash. But this head sculpt is getting pointed out as a really, really bad Steve Rogers head sculpt. It's definitely gonna go in a bin somewhere because yeah, you're like a head swap away from something more interesting. I know it comes with this head sculpt, but yeah, just overall this costume just looks so I don't know, just unappealing for Cap, I guess. But like I was saying, just a Winter Soldier custom, a Kid Bash figure, I think he cook with it, man. Racing, I think they have a rehearsed speech and guidelines from Hasbro. Yeah, but dude, it's really bad to listen to him, man. Like, I know you have to get the points across of like obviously what the product is, the price, but man, it's really bad. It's really bad when it's like you don't do any prep at all. Like, it's like, oh, they don't even know what the next slide is. They're just kind of like, what the fuck are we doing up here? And I just find it hard to believe that you're in a marketing department and you have a degree in marketing, obviously, and you don't even know how to do a live stream, like or a pre-recorded one. That's crazy to me, man. That's just odd to me. But that's just something I just kind of take note of. And it's not just them. It's not easy sometimes though, man. I mean, I don't even have that large of an audience. And yeah, sometimes this shit is kind of nerve-wracking if you don't do this shit for a while. If you don't, obviously don't do it for a while or don't do it at all. Like, you guys ever speak in front of an audience and shit, that shit is nerve-wracking, man. So I think it just gets to them some of the times. But I just feel like prep is always the way to go about it, man. But yo, we move into the Black Panther and shit. Like I was saying, it's not the worst wave, man. There's some hitters in here, man. I think this Black Panther is one of them, man. This body right here, it's like that new Punisher body and shit. And this thing looks pretty good, man. I like the blue like highlights throughout the body. Just kind of give it more of a distinct look than just a black costume. It sets it off differently, man. I think this is gonna be my premier Black Panther on my shelf, so I'm probably gonna retire that one from that Black Panther wave. Because yeah, this one's hitting it, man. And then you get that Infinity Gauntlet with the open fingers this time, so that looks pretty cool, man. I'm fucking with this one, and I like that head sculpt that has like the mouth kind of revealed and stuff. That looks pretty cool. Like the cowl just looks different right there, you know. So yeah, I'm getting this one for sure. I don't think this is one that I'm gonna wait for on sale. I think I'm just gonna get it as I see it come out. The other one that I want is for sure that Malice, but I think I'm gonna get that one on sale, and if it sells out, so be it, man. Toys and Tits, what up, Toys and Tits? But yeah, overall, like I said, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst wave. I think that price points on this shit really drag it down. But overall, I've seen worse reveals for Marvel Legends, because we move into this 2-pack, this Avengers Crossing Vision and Scarlet Witch 2-pack, and it's somewhat of a 90s flair right here with this Vision, man. But man, this cape is definitely a huge talking point here, man. It's like, you know, you got to give him points for trying something different, but it's just like, would it ever kill you guys to just give us a soft goods cape? Like, god damn. Because yeah, unless you're displaying this thing on a flight stand, and even then, that cape is gonna cover up a lot of stuff on your shelf. It's hard to see what you could do with this at all. But you know, there's definitely gonna be people that, you know, get that good photography in with it. It's not really a Vision costume that I'm really fond of or even familiar with too much, but it's just, it looks like they tried to do something different, but, and you could kind of give them points for it, but the cape is epic. Yeah, it's, you know, you kind of got to give them points for it, but man, yeah, I think I got to agree with what I've heard. It's like, I would prefer a soft goods cape, or even, yeah, that option to give it another one, like 2 capes, because yeah, you can't really do much with this figure other than have it in a flight stand, and you know this is gonna be a bitch right here to even just get in the stand. You know, you're gonna have to like fold that cape a lot to just kind of lean it there. So you know, it's definitely it's something to look at, but it's definitely a bitch to play with. You could tell that for sure. How much is the magic card gonna be? Yeah, right. You can flip that, get some of that money back. Mel say should have made it soft goods at that point. Yeah, it's like you're spending a lot of money on this plastic. I mean, are you? Because some of the times you can't even give us a set of hands and shit, and hands that are already tooled up. So what's the deal here? You know? So they tooled up a whole cape, and they're gonna pack out a shit ton of plastic in that. I don't know. You know, it's something different though, and maybe people do use it for something. I was thinking about maybe being able to put this cape on the other Vision figure where he's kind of doing some kind of power effect or something, but I don't know. And then this Scarlet Witch, that I don't know, man. Her head sculpt kind of looks. She kind of looks like a fucking Neanderthal, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about her eyes, like I don't know. She kind of looks funny, bro. Like she kind of looks retarded, right? Like, is it just me? This costume I like though. I do like this costume for Scarlet Witch, and I don't know, the head sculpt, it's kind of, I kind of thought it was good, but then when I looked at it, I was like, fuck, I wish she just had more of a not like angry kind of eyes and shit, like more just stoic. Because I don't know, bro. I was just like, man, this bitch looks kind of fucking like a Neanderthal, dude. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but that was like my first thought when I saw it. So yeah, for me, I'm passing on this 2-pack easily, man. And outside of that cape, there is nothing in this box. And I think that was one of the main reasons they wanted to do that cape, is to kind of fill it out a little bit more, because you're getting bare bones here. And I think this 2-pack goes along with that Quicksilver and Black Widow 2-pack that's out right now that also did not have nothing in the box. So it's like, if you don't want to do this run of comics or these releases, don't do them. Like, I don't really see any hype on these Neanderthal. Yeah, she does, right? She's like her eyes are just kind of almost crossing, and it's like her eyebrows are like low and shit because of that fucking thing around her hair, like that little headband. So it kind of looks like her eyebrows are like, I'm fucking Scarlet Witch, man. So I don't know. I'm not really feeling this shit at all, you know. So easy pass here, and that's not a bad thing. And then we move into, man, probably their hotter releases fucking last year. Their Gamerverse, Marvel vs. Capcom esque releases, and this year, are they gonna continue that heat? I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know. It's like, that's kind of one of the reasons I was kind of whelmed by this SDCC. I just kind of felt like it was like repaints galore, man. It's like, holy shit, man. Because you move into this first 2-pack, and we got Iron Man versus Spiral, and great Spiral. That's a great Marvel Legend. I love that Spiral figure. I never really noticed that she didn't have like that same costume in the Marvel vs. Capcom game, because I think this paint job is more accurate. I think I had to double check that, but apparently this Iron Man is brand new though. It's a little bit beefier. His upper body is a little bit chunkier, so I think that kind of justifies a get for me, man. I have to double check on that artwork for the Spiral, but if it is accurate with this like turquoise like hair on the boots and shit, like I think I'm getting this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Cause yeah, just a chunkier Iron Man to kind of be more accurate to that game. Fucking shit, man. It's like these motherfuckers, bro. It's like they slightly tweak it. And I don't know, even this shield looks pretty cool, man. I kind of dig it. So I think this one I might see if I catch a sell on it, because it is something that they kind of caught my interest just by that Iron Man. And that Spiral being a good figure, man. I am kind of building like a little Marvel vs. Capcom or my little Jada Street Fighter shelf. So kind of just had like all my Street Fighter figures around there, and then like a little Marvel vs. Capcom. Like I got that Black Heart Bath. I have the fucking the Thanos and Psylocke 2-pack. Obviously, I got all the 2-packs, all the releases last year. So this year, coming with the repaints, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be picking and choosing here, but man, these guys are spicing them up slightly with different head sculpts. I think this one has like a different head sculpt. Also, she has like that scar on her eye. She has the katana this time. I think it's there are different head sculpts on both of them, because I think this Wolverine also, if I'm not mistaken, does that Psylocke have this head sculpt in that first release? I don't think she does. And then this Wolverine has a screaming head sculpt, so it's like, you know, the costume change on the Wolverine still allows it to be that player one. So it's like, you goddamn motherfuckers, man. You goddamn motherfuckers, bro. Like, and that's expected, right? From Marvel Legends and Hasbro. It's like, you think you're gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con, you're gonna have a gay old time, you're gonna see some cool stuff, you're gonna buy some cool stuff. But wait, there's more. You get a kick in the fucking nuts from Hasbro every single fucking time, guys. So yeah, you win. That you're Psylocke here, and this is Hasbro having you fucking eat their nuts. It's like, eat my nuts. They're fucking Wolverine guys. So yeah, man, they always fucking win. I think this might be another cop, man. I'm not gonna lie. I want this head sculpt. and yeah, this is why you have these figure swappers out there, guys. This is why. You can't knock it, man. You can't knock the hustle at this point, bro. If they're doing this dirty shit, I cannot blame any collectors out there. They want a figure swap or accessory swap, man, because some of this shit is shiesty, bro. And then we move into the Shuma Garath, the magenta Shuma Garath. That I gotta say, I think I'm getting this too. Shit. Man, what the fuck was I talking about? I just said I wasn't getting much of this shit, and so far I'm almost 3 for 3, right? I think this is still a wicked cool color for Shuma Garath. And like I said about that first release, it's such a fucking crazy monster. It's just like, you can use this for like any fantasy display, any kind of Conan shot. It's such a crazy character and shit, man. Like that HP Lovecraft shit, all that stuff is just, you know, you see like like any kind of HP Lovecraft monsters and shit that are just heavy in lore. You can fit them in all kinds of fantasy displays, and I think this figure was just engineered so cool that I think it would be worth taking a look at, maybe on sale. But yeah, so far they kind of just spiced these up just slightly to maybe intrigue some people. And yeah, I don't know. So far I'm kind of getting a couple of these, man. I ain't gonna lie. I do want a couple of these accessories here in this pack. Not really too fond of the costumes or the bodies here, but even that, you know, there's still great Marvel Legend bodies that you could probably do something with, you know, if you don't want to do that. Maybe you can use this one to kind of, you know, practice painting with. Maybe you could kind of get like a darker purple on there, maybe even black, even for like X4 Psylocke. That would look cool. And then the Wolverine, you know, who knows? You can get all kinds of, maybe you could get down with like a brown suit Wolverine right here. You could paint that up. And then, like I said, that Spiral is a great figure. Update on the Iron Man's pretty good. And yeah, I I hate to say it, they win, baby. So, might be taking a look at some of these, and then we move into their made to order Sentinel that I called on the show last year when they did this apocalypse. I said, oh, these motherfuckers are throwing a hint out that every Sentinel is on the table for them to make. I said, oh, they're gonna hit this fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Sentinel eventually, and here we have it, man. And this picture right here alone is worth the pre-order. Like this shit right here. As soon as you look up that artwork in that game and you look at that character Sentinel, this is the one picture you're gonna get every fucking time. Like they hit this pose. Shout to Shooting the Galaxy. I don't know if he's the one doing the solicitations for these guys. Man, this shit looks off the hook, bro. Gotta get it. Not really the most intricate design when it comes to Sentinel, but if it's the artwork, if it's the game work, game art, all that stuff, it's gonna fit that shelf, man. So I'm getting it. $99. I believe the pre-order is open now until September, so around 40 days or so. This is a cop for me, man, for sure. I'm getting a lot of these made to order figures, man. I still got this fucking Mephisto right here. Not really doing much with him, but he's here, he's chilling. I got the Sentinels that came out, the X-Men 97. I'm waiting for that Apocalypse to come out. This right here, I'm loving this whole made to order deal that Hasbro has now. It's like everybody wins, guys. It's like nobody has to pay up front. It's not overly priced with extra add-ons that you don't really want. You want just the base stuff, the bigger figures, obviously, that these guys would not put at the big box, store. So they win. They're still safe. I believe now, since it's not being, a HasLab, you can still place the order and you won't be charged. But I think you have a window to cancel that before, though, because I think, and I'm guilty of it. I did it with the Dragon Man. I bought 2. And I was like, hey, fuck it. You can't cancel the 2. But I think people were putting because I did it with the Sentinels. I remember I did it with the Sentinels. I put in an order for 3. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to. I wanted to cancel 1, but you can't just edit the order. So I remember I said I put in an order for 3, and then I put in an order for 2. And then when I changed my mind, I said I'm only going to get 2. I canceled the pre-order for the one that had 3. And I'm probably not the only person that does that. So I can see people kind of just, taking advantage of that. And I think now they're giving you like a window to cancel. And before that, it's like you can't cancel it until the charges or whatever. But you don't get charged up front. So that's still that, but I think they are just cutting off that window, which is fair. I guess it's fair, because yeah, you can definitely find loopholes there and stuff. But yeah, I think this is just worth getting one for sure, man. It's gonna fit that shelf so good. And not really a playable character that I always picked or selected, but like I said, I just want it for the shelf display, man, because that game to me is just one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that purple shit. Yeah. Berserker Barrage. Yeah, fuck yeah. What an iconic game. And like I said, the posing in this shit is fucking iconic. Look at the Wolverine where he comes in and he scratches his claws and shit, sharpens his claws, and he just rolls out. Everything, they hit all the poses, and I love that, man. Hard, Fast, and Ugly in the house. Hey, hola cabrón. What's up, Hard, Fast? What's good, man? Already pre-ordered the Marvel vs. Capcom Sentinel. Yeah, you got 40 days. Definitely lock that up. I know there's going to be a lot of announcements as it gets closer to that window, but yeah, I'm for sure locking that up. I thought the fingers were articulated until I saw I had different hand. Yeah, it kind of looks like they could be articulated, right? Like, but I don't know. I think that's just more engineering that these guys would just fuck up somehow. But as long as it has all the hands that you do need, so it's got the pointing hand, the closed fist, obviously for the rocket fucking fists and stuff. That looks sick, man. And then they were kind of letting us know that it does come with that flight stand for the hand, because only these fuckers, they never throw any flight stands in that shit. This needs it for sure, to do these special moves and stuff. So pretty dope, man. And yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea when it comes to Sentinel design, because just look how simplistic it looks, and it's like, man, I don't know. I think you can still have fun with it. And I think even though I want to get one, you could still get an army builder. I think, what was it like when he wins? Don't like a bunch of them start flying out from the background and stuff, or like when he does a special move. I know there's like a little transition where it has like a bunch of them there. So yeah, I could see people buying 4 or 5 of these fucking things, for sure, easily. But like I said, it's not really a favorite design, but I still think it's cool that this made to order avenue is allowing them to make these bigger figures, you know, because yeah, this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but the people that want it can put the order in, you know, so that's pretty dope. Ghost Tat, funny how I don't like the front of the Sentinel, but I want him facing the side to match the game. Like, yeah, exactly, because the front is really, like I said, you really see how simplistic it looks. It looks boring, but you see this right here with all like the armor kind of popping off and stuff. It looks cool. And then yeah, obviously posing them to the side. I kind of just want to pose them like this the majority of the time, to be quite honest. Just want to get them to stand like this, like just in the back of the shelf, obviously to stand taller. But yeah, this is iconic to me when it comes to that artwork. I always remember that. And I think I heard correctly, or did I not hear correctly? I think they're still tweaking the paint around, or was it that they just didn't know what to call it, the paint exactly? But to me, it looks pretty good, but I could be wrong. I do remember. Shit, did I fucking freeze this shit? Let me know. Am I frozen or am I back? I think this shit froze on me. Man, I hate the fucking summer, bro. Shit, fucking on my Wi-Fi, bro. But yeah, am I back? Does that mean yes, I'm back, or yes, I'm frozen? The Sentinel gave me the idea that Hasbro could do the Marvel vs. Capcom Onslaught at HasLab. Yeah, I think that would have been the better move, right? Because everyone's bitching about that card back, and I don't have that bath and I want that card back, but I heard it's a shit figure. Does the Sentinel come with the Sentinel midgets from the game? I don't think so. You are back. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Because usually I'm trying to transition from like full screen and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's just frozen. Well, I'm glad I'm back and shit. But yeah, a pretty cool get for me. Like I said, this is probably one of the cooler reveals from the Marvel Legends panel. Even though, yeah, it's not like the most, you know, iconic look for this character, it's still cool as fuck. And then we move to the reveals that didn't have any pre-orders going live. We have a Croyer that, fuck me, man. What the fuck is this, dude? It's like, I know they did that Crystar figure, and then they did that other green dude. They did the ROM. It's like, okay, some of these are cool, but some of these are just like too deep of a cut, bro. It's like, this shit just looks like an unfinished toy, bro. This shit just looks so weird that, like, I don't know. This is gonna be a hard sell for Marvel Legends. This shit just looks very, I don't know. Is it from like another toy line or some fucking weird shit? I don't know. This does not look cool to me, like, at all. It just looks very odd. Like, even the bubbly sword just looks fucking she looks fucking gay as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. A Croyer, the fuck is that guy with the cannon nipples? Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, that Build-A-Figure Onslaught was shit. The torso sucked. Yeah, I still want that fucking card back one though, man. I do want it for that shelf, but yeah. Then we move into the we move into the Earth X Captain America. Oh man, I heard people fucking calling this shit Kurt Angle. Oh man, bro. When I heard that, I was dying. God. Bro, what the fuck is this shit, man? This is that Alex Ross shit. It's like, man, I guess, you know, it's fair game. It's like, man, we got every other Captain America. It's like, okay, let's get this Captain America out there, you know, for the Alex Ross fans and shit. Okay, it just looks like a very cumbersome figure because of the flag that's draped over him. It just looks like it's gonna hinder a lot, but I don't know, something different, you know. It's got that clean shield, which is more than enough, more than you can say for other Captain Americas in the line. So, I mean, for that, you know, maybe you need a fucking clean Captain America shield. That might be worth the get, but yeah, I don't know. These didn't really have a pre-order date or release format yet, so no real info on when this goes up, or if it's a 2-pack or something, or if they do more of the Earth X comic line and stuff, but just something different. Yeah, and I know Wade been asking for this figure for a while, so I don't know if this was a special gift for him. Kurt Angle, yeah. Oh man, I fuck with it. It's kind of prototype-ish. This one right here, I don't know. It kind of looks like a Mandalorian helmet slash fucking what is that? Magna Ranger? Remember the Magna Ranger? This shit looks weird as fuck. Trash. I don't know. It looks glossy as hell. It looks glossy as all hell though, for sure. I see so many mods for Captain America Gap. I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I might get it. I'm not gonna, because it's so different. But I'm just trying to think. Where can I put this on my shelf? It's like, I heard motherfuckers calling this shit Kurt Angle. I heard motherfuckers calling this shit Hobo Cap. Hobo Cap is that's crazy. That is wild. This looks like propaganda. Yeah, this looks kind of right. It's kind of like Fall of America type of shit or something. Like, what are they trying to get at here? Magna Defender. Yeah, that's him. That's him, man. That motherfucking figure was sick as fuck, bro. I love that. I love that Lightning Collection figure. And then we got Elsa Bloodstone. And for me, I need this shit, man. I don't have that old one. Update on the head sculpt a little bit here, but a lot of this does look like reuse. I think we get some pinless joints though this time. This is a get from me, man. I like that long barrel shotgun too. This looks dope as fuck. Then you got the fucking revolver. Yeah, this is a get for me, man. So I'm hopping on this one. Maybe to put like another Werewolf by Night out there or something. Whatever happened to that fucking live action one that was gonna come out? I don't think that shit ever popped off. But this figure right here is a get for me. I'm getting this. I've been wanting the Elsa figure for a while. And I think, is she like in Rivals or something? Because I've been seeing a lot more people like talking about her online and stuff, like specific artwork. Vietnam vet cap. Oh man. Last one, Apocalypse Now cap. There you go. That'll fit. But yeah, I don't know. So far for me, I'm kind of leaning on the yes here, but maybe on a sale. And then for this is an instant cop for me. And then yeah, that was the Marvel Legends reveals, man. It didn't really have too much crazy stuff. Some, made to order, some fucking MCU wave, and then you had a couple of these reveals that weren't really that intriguing to people. So there's a lot to be left desired from Marvel Legends still, but it looks like they're not ending the year as exciting as I thought they would, So hopefully got some more stuff up their sleeve, maybe for like Hasbro PulseCon or some shit. Do they still do that, PulseCon? Hopefully they got some more cool stuff to look forward to, because yeah, this wasn't really the hottest shit. And then like I was saying, man, you always think you got a good relationship with Hasbro. You give them money, they give you cool toys, but just know that kick in the nuts is just right around the corner, guys. Because you're moving to this 2-pack, this Embo, and I don't know the name of this fucking dog, but man, bro, even I saw this coming, man. I said, holy fucking hell, bro. We got Embu and Kaibu. Yeah, bro. From what I understand, this was like a really cool character that came out in that recent Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Obviously he's got a cool design. Bounty Hunters always got that cool backstory to them, so it's like always like some of the more funner figures to get. But apparently in this movie, this dude had a dog with him that it's not just a regular dog, it's a fucking alien dog. So motherfuckers want this shit in toy form. And what did we see when the Black Series came out? Box was kind of thin for a fucking dog to be in that bitch. Didn't have the dog, man. What did motherfuckers do? They pre-order this shit, bro. They were dumb enough to pre-order a Black Series full price. And I think for that, you deserve the kick in the nuts. I've been there, guys. I've got my fair share of kicks in the nuts from Hasbro, believe me. But this to me was just pretty low for even Hasbro, because it wasn't even a fucking month since the release of that other figure that they go and reveal this deluxe 2-pack. And yeah, it's deluxe when you see the box a lot thicker than the average Black Series. So there is that. Maybe you did just want the figure. Maybe you just were one of those 5 people that didn't want the dog. But yeah, now having a double dip, this time having to pay upwards of $60, it's definitely a kick in the nuts that I don't know, man. Like I said, if you're willing to pay full price for Black Series, you fucking deserve it. And yeah, man, that's kind of how they kicked off the Black Series stuff. So what do we have to look forward to when it comes to their mainline wave, man? We got Rada the bruh. Shout out to my dude Ghost Tab for that nickname. That is a perfect name for this dude, bruh. And I gotta say, man, for engineering a Rada figure or a fucking Jabba the Hutt figure, any kind of Hutt, you got to get kind of creative with the engineering, man. I think they kind of did as much as they could do here, where it's obviously a little risky to kind of go in on this figure when it's something they haven't really messed around with too many times, like a skeletal frame underneath with like some kind of, I don't know, rubbery plastic overlay over it. It's like that wear and tear might not be, all the way down for Hasbro to do. So you gotta kind of anticipate some kind of QC issues here and there. But I think they were able to pull off the figure pretty good. I mean, they got the sculpt down, the paint on it looks good. I haven't watched the movie myself, so I did see some people kind of talking about the size of it. They kind of have it right here next to the Mando figure, and I don't know if that's perspective, at play here because he is on one knee, so he does look a little short for a Hutt, but I don't know. I remember in that trailer he looked fucking ginormous. So I don't know if this is completely accurate, but it looks like an interesting figure to say the least. I'll give it that. It's like it's a Hutt. I want like a Black Series Jabba the Hutt, like a fucking super deluxe one that comes with like fucking sex slave Leia and all kinds of fucking sex slaves and shit. That would just be off the hook. But you got Rada the bra here with his weapons and stuff. Obviously, it's newly tooled, so it's definitely going to cost that. But they gave you the hands, the closed fist to just kind of have him just in the gladiator mode or just posed out like that with his, from that scene and shit. He's got his hands in the air. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, man. Probably not gonna get it myself, but Ride of the Hutt coming to the Black Series line, and pretty cool to see it pretty soon. And then we got another fucking Mandalorian. We got Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord. So from that series, we got Mandalorian Super Commando Kibri. Dude, this shit, it's like, how boring is this fucking shit, bro? Like, god damn. It's like the guy, fucking shit. The guy was like, "Oh, how cool, just all black armor look. I'm eating this up." It's like, really, dude, this shit. Put this on your shelf and let me know when's the next time you actually could just take a look at it. You're never gonna see it again, bro. It's just gonna like fucking be a black piece of plastic on your shelf. It just looks so lame. And I mean, it's not Hasbro's fault that Star Wars is just absent of imagination now. It's like they just regurgitate Maul or fucking Boba Fett armors and shit. But like, this is about as boring as you can get for fucking Mandalorian design. It's just all black. Like, what the fuck, dude? It just makes it look like an unfinished figure. And I guess you could use that head sculpt for something else. Like, it's just like old man head. Looks like a grizzled war veteran type, so you can get that popping on a Kid Bash. But this just, to me, it looks like that Boba Fett that came out, like, I think like in 2020 or something. It was like all black. It was like from the comic, like a gladiator version. I remember motherfuckers was going crazy for that shit. That shit was just lame as fuck. It was just all black. The Hot Toys, I think, set it off because you can distinguish the materials and shit. Like, it's got the glossy finish on the helmet, and then it's got the soft goods black. The can, it looks dope. This shit just looks like an unfinished prototype. Like, it looks so boring. It looks like a fucking 3D printed figure, honestly. Like, it just looks so fucking boring, and there's nothing in here to distinguish him being a fucking super commando. You're a fucking super commando and you got two weak ass pistols. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh man, give me a fucking break, dude. Star Wars is fucking dead. And then and then this, like, I saw motherfuckers going crazy for this. Like, they thought this was cool. This is the gayest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen, man. It's like, I was like, bro, please don't be Maul. When I first saw this, I was like, who the fuck is it? This better not be young Maul. Young Maul, bro. I'm not gonna get around to finishing everything if it keeps freezing on me like this, man. I hope I didn't miss the big bad workshop reveals. Nope, you did not. Hopefully I can get to them, man. I don't want to keep freezing on this fucking shit. Pick was like, hey guys. Yeah. No, I'm not feeling this shit at all, man. I was like, bro, I mean, the weapon looks kind of interesting for Star Wars design, but it's like, all right. But this to me is just like baby face Maul. I was like, bro, what are they doing? What are they fucking doing? Am I frozen still? Am I still frozen? Thor, you froze or you frozen? I don't know. Nah, I don't know. But anyway, enough of this gay Maul. I'm done with it. And then we got Marek that I guess came out of that series too. I remember hearing from Ahsoka. I guess this is like pre-Ahsoka, obviously. So his armor is like not as battle damage. And like I said, look how boring these look, bro. It's like this is Star Wars now. They think like just a black knight armor. Like this is so fucking boring. Like, oh god, man. It's like, oh dude. Like fucking shit, man. Like, bro, I'm still waiting on some more of those Vision Season 1 figures, man. I want that TOB fucking 1 figure, bro. That Toby figure. Give me that. I want this all black fucking knight. She just looks so boring, bro. And like I said, nothing in the boxes either is fucking, oh god, they are really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, man, with some of this stuff, man. It's such a pain to get through. And then we move into the Clone Wars release. We got Mother Tazin. So remember this witch from that series, but I'm good on it. I don't have any of the other witches, so I don't think I want Big Head over here. And then we got Gar Saxon, also from the Clone Wars. This one looks cool as fuck, but I think for me it's a little bit too little too late now. I'm out on a lot of this Clone Wars stuff. I only have, like I said in my Black series, I only have a few of the Jedi, few of the fucking Sith Lords, and that's about it. A couple clone troopers, and that's it. And I think even then, I just kind of want to lean in on 501st. I'm good on these. So we move into, speaking of 501st, we move into this Clones of the Republic, Ahsoka Tano and ARC Trooper Jesse. And I don't have Jesse, and I think it was a Walmart exclusive previously. I never got it. And I think this Ahsoka is brand new as well. So I think I might get this 2-pack, man. I've actually been accumulating these 2-packs. I've been buying them when they go on sale on Disney, on the Disney store. I recently got the Anakin and the Rex 2-pack. That shit was like $20, bro, for 2 figures. I was like, I'm getting that. And like I said, I picked up that Yoda and Gree 2-pack, the one, the clone trooper. That's just like $100-$200 fucking 2-pack. I have an extra one, but I've been buying these 2-packs just because, I don't know, I feel like they're some of the better like clone troopers and Jedis and stuff, and they're getting the updates on the head sculpts. And this one is an update on this Ahsoka that I don't have this Ahsoka anymore, so I think I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this 2-pack for sure. So it's not a complete miss from Black Series for me, man. I do gotta say some of this shit is overpriced, but if you want to talk overpriced, let's talk about Lara Croft over here coming to the G.I. Joe classified line. And man, talk about a hot pre-order. What was hotter, this or the Invincible fucking pre-order, man? Because that Jada Toys Invincible fucking drop was murder, bro. It was murder. I don't even know why the fuck I thought I was gonna get that figure. I was online. But it went fast. It went just as fast as the Lara Croft figure, because yeah, this was getting revealed prior to this event or this con. And yeah, man, people are just kind of waiting to see, when the pre-order drops. Obviously SDCC comes around, and a lot of the stuff that gets revealed there has pre-order dates and stuff. So finally pre-order went live, and dude, I remember seeing this figure and I was like, okay, yeah, I want it, I'll get it. I didn't think it would sell out so fast. I remember just thinking like, it's, everybody wants a Lara Croft, like who wouldn't? But to see that shit selling out at a $45 price point, I was fucking amazed, bro. I didn't even realize it was $45 till like later that evening. One of my boys hit me up, shout out to Boncho. He was like, fuck, $45 for this? And I was like, for what? I was like, wait, what? And I had to double check myself. I was like, that is crazy, man, because the figure itself looks pretty great, man. She doesn't have the pixelated cone tits that I would have loved, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough for like that classic Lara Croft look on your shelf. You know, everybody remembers playing that PlayStation game back in the day. Just her outfit is just so iconic for video games and stuff. So they had to do this one right. You know, I do love the head sculpts. It's not really kind of like more of the Lara Croft that I'm familiar with from back in the day, but like I said, that was a pixelated mess back in the day. That now you get like obviously more real graphics and stuff. I think these head sculpts look great. The pack out is incredibly cool, man. It's got the Desert Eagles, obviously, but you get all those like hiking accessories and all that stuff, or rock climbing and all that stuff. You get her fucking bow and arrow and everything. So looks pretty cool, man. But $45, this is what you get for $45. That's kind of crazy, man. And like I said, I did say that I wanted when I saw it was revealed, but I just remember thinking I'll get it eventually. I'm not sweating the pre-order right now. I had no idea it was gonna sell out for $45, but that just makes me think it didn't sell out. It's one of those fucking artificial sellouts and shit. The FOMO starts kicking in. You know what happens when the FOMO kicks in? You don't look at the price, and the collectors don't look at the price when the FOMO's there. Because at $45, it's like fuck that, I'll still get it. Like I said, I'll still get it when it comes out. I'm not sweating that, but it just it's an eye opener, man, to see that. It's like fuck, $45 for a classified figure. Yeah, maybe you're paying the licensing fee here, but that to kick it up another $20 almost, like, yeah, like that's a lot, bro. That's almost not even worth the release itself. It's like, goddamn, they don't even do it, but they're trying new stuff. And like I said, if the collectors are buying it up, then obviously they're doing something right. They could have put more of a crease on that ass. I'm not gonna lie. Giggity. Obviously, of course, you are right on the money. It's like they are never, oh man, they are never gonna make as much money as they could make, dude, if they wouldn't just do that to certain stuff, But I think the figure itself looks great still. Like I said, that iconic turquoise, top and shit, the brown shorts, looks great, man. Looks awesome. So looking forward to it when it comes out. But yeah, that price point is definitely a huge stain on this release for sure. I will not let them get away with that. And then we move into fucking Sergeant Slaughter. Get up, you maggot. get some out of that iron in you, boy. Oh man, Sergeant Slaughter, what a man's man, bro. Like anytime they put a Sergeant Slaughter figure out there, it's fucking dope as fuck. This time coming with his iconic triple T. Oh man, this shit looks fucking awesome, man. And I think the only thing that fucking annoys the fuck out of me here is, if I'm not mistaken, I think the first Sergeant Slaughter, the vintage one, came out with the triple T. He had a USA tank top. Why the fuck didn't they just give us that, man? It's just like, give us that USA tank top, Sergeant Slaughter. That's just sick as fuck. Because I would have loved that. This though, classified up. Shout out to Trav Moody. He's always saying that on the show. Yeah, they classify these figures up, man. And I don't know, a lot of people are pointing at this triple T like kind of being too simple looking or too goofy looking. Definitely not worth the price. I think it is, man. I think this shit just looks cool as fuck. They give you an update on the Slaughter. You got that old one now, pinless arms, but this is already like the 4th or 5th Sergeant Slaughter. So I don't know how many people need an update there, but I think the overall release looks cool, man. If I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so it's not gonna be one that sits around, I don't think. You get some tread on those tires and stuff that look like they function right. Am I mistaken there? Because yeah, that would be kind of a bummer if the treads don't really work. But yeah, they do look like they are rubber. They kind of rolls around. I think this shit looks cool. The other thing that was getting pointed out is if that canopy kind of pops off, which it does. I think there was a solicitation where he's kind of throwing it off of that thing, but even the canopy looks cool when he's not in it. It just looks dope. It looks dope opened up, like kind of hopped out of that motherfucker. Salute to Sergeant Slaughter, baby. I think this thing looks awesome. And then yeah, people were kind of saying it's a little small, but they had some pictures of it on at their booth, and I think it looks great, man. I think it looks cool itself. I think you could just, if you're gonna talk shit about this, I think you could just talk shit about like a lot of the designs from some of these vintage lines. Obviously, like some of those vehicles from the Cobra and shit, especially some of the later ones, they get really retarded, man. But I think this one is just an iconic vehicle for G.I. Joe. obviously for fucking Slaughter, it's just fucking triple T, baby. So you gotta go in and get it, man. I think. But like I was saying about that Lara Croft, there, I think you could attribute a lot of stuff to obviously what's going on overseas with tariffs and shit and all that bullshit. But the prices are getting higher and higher, man. I still haven't got that Destro and the despoiler yet. It's $110. It's like, man, at least be $99. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us save a little bit. I think this is gonna be around that price point as well. That 109. It's like, oh fuck, it's kind of high for what you're getting here. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get the gripes. Now I'm not gonna be a complete fucking, shill or devil's advocate. A shill for Hasbro, never. But yeah, I do like to play devil's advocate, but I also see the other side, man. Some of this shit is definitely a little bit overpriced, especially considering that a lot of the releases are just reuse, man. Because we're moving to you get Slaughter and it's triple T. We got to get Slaughters and Marauders, babies, to get more of the team being filled out here. Not really a faction that people like to collect too much, especially because of the colorways on it. It's just like that bright blue, bright green. It's like how fucking covert are these guys gonna be in the jungle with that bright ass blue? But you got Junkyard and Mutton Junkyard, and then you got Footloose here joining the squad. So yeah, a lot of people are building this team out. I think the only way to get Load Light right now is in that Marauders 2-pack. He comes with a Spirit, but other than that, you can't get a Low Light. I know he is in the team, so he is kind of, you can kind of fit him in there if you don't have him. And then this one, I guess it's another opportunity to get Junkyard here. You get another fucking Rottweiler. Pretty fucking cool. It's a cool figure that they were able to tool up. That, yeah, we could pack it out, man. So I'm not really mad at this. Some people do like to build out these factions, and like I said, there's a lot of shit packed into these fucking things that, man, even if you weren't able to get the original releases of some of these characters, you still get a good opportunity here. Because you bitch about the lack of hands, lack of accessories on Black Series. These guys aren't skimping out here. They're giving a whole fucking dog with it, man. So pretty cool, man. This is a pack where you could just pop this thing open. You have a lot of fun with it right there and then, and then we move into the Mars Industries Cobra armor. Now with the red paint job, you got that blood red, and it's an update on this armor, guys. This thing drives itself. Look at that. There's nothing in this motherfucker. These cheap ass motherfuckers don't even give you a figure with this shit. Because yeah, I was just joking about that driving itself. But yeah, obviously you can kind of throw a figure in there. Maybe throw Destro in there this time, or fucking Baroness and shit. Like, I'm waiting on an updated Baroness, man. I'm like, god damn it. I want like an update like they did on that HasLab. I want that Baroness, bro, on the card back somehow. But I would throw her into this shit, just like looking all beefed up, armored up. That would look cool as fuck. So if you didn't get that snake armor the first time around, what is this shit? Yeah, this is called the snake armor, right? Yeah, you get an opportunity here. Is that first one sold out, or am I mistaken? But I don't know. I think that first one you would have to get an army of them. This one, I think, it'd be cool to just get one. Maybe just for Destro, or like I said, Baroness. That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty cool. So gotta wait to see that. And then yeah, it's just a retool. It's obviously, I mean, it's a repaint, but it's obviously something that costed them a lot of money to tool up. So the repaint is, I think it's fair. And then we move to like I said, this is the con of repaints, guys. We get the winter edition of repaints here. We got the Drift Viper and the Saw Viper with Steel Core GI Joe Trooper. So you get a little 3-pack going. You get a little action going just out of the box. So you got 2 bad guys and 1 good guy. You could definitely army build these to go along with that HasLab that's going to come out. So not bad 3-pack, guys. I gotta say, man, it's just, if you're into that winter shit, which I'm not, I definitely don't get any of the snow figures. But if you got that Yeti from fucking Loose Collector, you could definitely get a shot off where he's just mauling the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Little crossover with GI Joe, that would be cool as fuck, So and then this figure right here is sick as fuck, man. That's a dope ass Viper right there. I love that figure, but I got the regular colorway. But just in all white, I can see people building these out, customizing these also. For me, like I said, I'm in fucking SoCal, man, so I don't really get too much snow around here, so I really lean away from these releases. The wolf pelt one is dope. Yeah, exactly. That shit looks hard, right? And I remember that one from that first Snow Viper or whatever. That shit, the one that came with the surfboard and everything, that shit look cool. But that even this for something else, maybe your fantasy display, maybe throw that on a little barbarian figure that you might have, get them fucking looking different. So that looks cool. And then we move into the retro card back reveals. We got Lieutenant Falcon. This time it doesn't look like a complete fucking trance. I already got the Night Force Falcon, so don't really need this one, but it does come with that head sculpt that he has here also. So if you only have that classified Falcon, now's your opportunity to get like a better head sculpt, because that first one is like synonymous with the tranny. That shit looked rough. That's probably one of the worst head sculpts Hasbro has ever fucking put out there, because it looked really bad, you know. So to see it look this good, it's, you gotta wonder what the fuck happened. Maybe that was a different factory they were using or something. Something happened there. And then we got the Valkyrie Cobra Trooper. So we got the Lady Cobra Troopers. Pretty cool army builder also. Maybe get a couple of these to flank out your Cobra Commander and stuff. You know, pretty cool. And then we got my boy OG13 Flash. So we got Anthony Flash Gambello. Pretty good head sculpt on this one, man. The unhelmeted one. It looks kind of like it can kind of be used for other kind of civilians, or I was trying to think of different kind of heroes and shit. Might even work for like a Peter Parker. You know, because some of those Peter Parker head sculpts on the Marvel Legends look like fucking crackheads and shit. Just want like a classic looking clean Peter. That looks pretty good. But yeah, just to round out that OG13 GI Joe shelf, a lot of people have been waiting for that. I'm still backlogged on a few figures. I need to get what's his name, Zap. I think Zap that came out, and then I think I'm gonna get him when this comes out. So just to get two off of that, and then I'm still waiting for them to release that goddamn Vamp and shit, man, just so I can get Clutch, because he's an OG13 as well. And then I'm waiting on the sell in that MMS Hawk figure, man. That shit is not dipped in price, and I do not want to pay 80, but that would round out the OG13 for me, because I got Rock and Roll, got Scarlet, got Snake Eyes. Yeah, I got a lot of them already. And then prior to the panel, they had a couple of reissues come in. So we got this Range Viper that was previously a Walmart exclusive that a lot of people missed out. A lot of people were clamoring for a re-release. So now it's going to come in a window box. So that was during that era of the windowless. A lot of people fucking hated. And then we got I forgot this motherfucker's name, but I know he's a Night Force character. I had it in my tip of my tongue, but very zany Joe and shit. Man, it's just, this is something that's not really for me when it comes to the GI Joes. I like them to look a little bit more army based, you know. That's why a lot of people kind of are turned off by the retro releases, because they look a little bit more boring. They want them to look a little bit more classified. And this one right here is it. I just forgot this motherfucker's name. It's Night Force. God damn it. I'll remember later on in the show. And then a little bit of a reveal at their panel. We got this Thunder Machine, this Dreadnoks Thunder Machine. And bro, this shit looks fucking interesting to say the least, but not a HasLab. Only gonna be a made to order. But I don't know, man. It's like a lot of people want this shit before it gets revealed, and then it gets revealed, and then a lot of people are like, I ain't paying $100 for this shit. It look like shit. I think this thing's gonna be like 160, 178 or something. Because it definitely looks like a bigger vehicle. It doesn't look like a regular car. But you know, to really bang out that Dreadnought shelf, I think a lot of people would be going in for this shit. You know, like I said, it's not a HasLab, so it's not going to be a HasLab price, but it's not something they could just put at retail. You know, so I don't know. What do you guys think it's going to be? Because we just saw the Triple T. That one's probably going to be $110. That one comes with the Slaughter. I don't know if this one comes with the figure or any sets of figures. I hope it doesn't come with any of them, but maybe there is a Dreadnought that drive. I think there is like a specific Dreadnought that drives this, so might jack up the price. You could probably put that $30. What would you think the price of this vehicle is? I would say probably 170. You'll probably see like a $200 price tag on this thing, like, you know, or whatever the price of the Sentinel is on their on the site right now. I think it's 220. It might be at that $220 price point, which honestly, I don't know. I'm not really all that deep into Joes. Like I am getting a few of them. I'm not caught up on a lot of the Dreadnoks though. I know it's like a cool faction for like the Cobra and shit. Or like they're not even Cobra, they're like their own thing, right? But I don't know. For me, it's just it looks like it's gonna take up a lot of space too. So gotta wait to see. But like I say about on a lot of these made to order has it's the cheapest price you're ever gonna get it when it comes out. So just remember that, because when these things sell out, you're never gonna see them at that retail benchmark. So just remember that when you're making your decisions. So we gotta wait to see. But then moving into the Transformers, we got the Last Night Megatron. So we got a little concept art being thrown into here. We got a dragon fucking mode. Yeah, I don't even remember this motherfucker in the Last Night, but yeah, here he is coming to the studio series. And then we got another Titan class, fucking Scorn. So we got another one of the Dinobots, big ass figure that I think the fucking the Grimlock just released, right? So they're not slowing down with those Titan releases. And then we move into the IDW reveals. So we got comic books coming into the studio series. We got Deluxe Nautica, and yeah, this was a fan chosen figure. Or I think a lot of fans were waiting for this figure to come out eventually. But yeah, kind of big news that they are going to do IDW releases. So pretty cool. And then we got an 86 Wheelie, all new tooled up. So update on this figure. The motherfucker was saying, I don't know who wants another wheelie, but I hope you get this motherfucker. And then this one caught a lot of attention, man. All new tooled up G1 Red Alert. Yeah, this one looks fucking fire, bro. This one looks cool as fuck. I'm probably gonna be in for this. And like I was saying in the beginning of the show, I'm trying to pick up some of the masterpiece stuff, but I think for characters like this, I would never need a masterpiece of this character. It's kind of more of the background Autobots for me, but it does look like a great Transformer. And then this was a fan vote. I guess it's a leader class Shockwave. I guess they're taking a little inspiration from like a fucking one of the panels in the Energon comic books. This motherfucker's like sucking up like a lot of the ocean into like this turbines, like killing all these animals. And like there's this like panel where he's like fucking killing these whales. So I don't know. These motherfuckers thought was like clever to make this alt mode a fucking whale, but there it is. I guess it's just a reference to that. And then yeah, speaking of the Energon universe, we got this created character from that comic. We got Shredhead. So yeah, if you guys are not caught up on the Transformer stuff, back on Cybertron, Cliff Jumper, Elita One, they're like behind enemy lines right there because Optimus isn't around. Obviously, he's on Earth. And then I forgot how Cliff Jumper comes out with this motherfucker. I forgot what he does, but he creates this character, Shredhead, and they send this motherfucker back into Earth to help out the Autobots. And yeah, he's supposed to be pretty strong character. It's pretty cool design too. It's like one of those like old school vans and shit. Shit just look sick as fuck, man. Those Chevy vans. So yeah, pretty cool name too. This might be a fun figure to pick up, just a Transformer. It looks pretty cool. So you got Shredhead, and yeah, it's pretty cool to see like a recent comic character into the line. A lot of people are pointing that out. And then their Age of the Primes just had a couple name reveals: Skyguard, Breakaway, Alpha Bravo, and then Wild Rider. So I think Wild Rider is a G2 colorway, and yeah, we got more of the Age of the Primes figures coming out. So that's that. And then a crossover this time with Monster Jam. And this is peak Transformers right here, as far as I'm concerned, bro. We got Gravedigger. And man, have you guys ever been to a Monster Jam event? That shit is like surprisingly fun as fuck, bro. I recommend it. If you guys never been, I've been to one like a long time ago. They used to have a lot of this shit at the Staples Center. That's how old it is. It was still called Staples Center. But yeah, I remember went to one. I don't even know how the fuck I went, how we got tickets, but that shit was sick, bro. That shit was sick as fuck. And yeah, Gravedigger's iconic ass monster truck. Like it's probably the Michael Jordan of Monster Jam. Like I ain't gonna lie. But there's a lot of cool ones, and I think this was like the more adult one. And then they got like a kids line. They had like the Megalodon and El Toro Loco. So pretty cool to see though. It's just, I always see these fucking Monster Jam figures over there at Target and stuff. I've always thought about getting like a fucking Gravedigger, but man, it'd be cool to get like a 112 release, man. Todd McFarlane needs to do that shit, bro. He did that Batmo Beast. He could do a Gravedigger 112. I would buy that shit instantly, bro. Instantly. And it wouldn't even be that hard to do. Like you just need like the chassis, the big ass tires, and then You halfway there. Like that would be sick as fuck. He would get down because that paint job on that Gravedigger is just so sick. And these guys got down with transforming this shit. Like that looks like a cool alt mode too, man. So props to Hasbro there. They got down with that shit. And then Transformers Beast Wars. We got the fucking Predacon. What was it, an 8-pack or 7-pack? Now we got the Maximals. So yeah, pretty cool, man. These got really good paint jobs, man. It's like a cartoon finished paint job. Pictures don't really do it justice here, but man, I'm looking at that Predacon fucking pack on Hasbro Pulse. I ain't gonna lie, I almost pulled the trigger a couple times. 220 though, but look how many fucking figures we're getting. You're getting a shit ton. So I think if you get either or, you got to get both. Like you got to get both because this to me was my Transformers growing up, man. I grew up during this Beast Wars era in the 90s. And man, I thought it was the greatest thing ever when I was a kid. I remember even when the toy line came out, like I remember that was like a birthday. Got to go to Toys R Us, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to get some of these Beast Wars." And I got the Optimus Primal, and like, man, I was just like the happiest kid. Like, and I didn't really know too much about Transformers outside of Beast Wars. I knew that there was obviously like another form of Optimus. Damn, this shit really fucking froze my whole shit, bro. God damn it. Omar, you crashing? You crashing out? What's going on? I'm always crashing out, bro. Your voice is trailing like a Decepticon. Oh shit. Yeah, man, this shit fucking killed my fucking slides, man. Fucking shit, bro. All right, where were we, guys? Okay, well, I think we were around here somewhere. All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me, man. Sorry, dude. This fucking shit, man. I got like guests over in my crib right now, and then I think they're like using the Wi-Fi. And like in the summer, this shit like fucks up the internet, man. So bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna run through these slides real quick. I remember where I was at. I was talking shit about how gay I was watching Beast Wars back in the day. Ah, man. Sorry, guys. This shit's a fucking pain in my fucking ass right now. I know it is, but hopefully it's not, it's not the most serious thing. It's just a stream talking about fucking toys, but we're good. We're a good portion of the show. We still got a few more things to kind of cover, so I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. I'm not gonna dwell on stuff too much. But yeah, where was I, man? Like I said, one of the bigger reveals this weekend was Hasbro teaming up with Nintendo, license out some Zelda figures from their game Tears of the Kingdom? Like I've said in the past, guys. Said it once, said it twice, say it again. I don't really video game, man, but yeah, I know the hype to these Zelda games. It's fucking incredible how many fucking games they sell because they're done so well. I have watched gameplay of them, and it's incredible to see the world that they've built. It's come a long way from like the 64 games that I used to play of this shit. It's like, god damn. And those games were some of my favorites when I had that 64, like the Ur and shit. What is that shit? Ocarina of Time, or what was that shit called? Oot? I forgot what the nickname to that shit was called. But yeah, those old Zelda games are always cool, and I've always wanted a good Link figure, but man, this like newer one, it's not really the costume that I'm accustomed to. But the Figma that came out, I think it was like last year that came out, it was so fucking good. I was even intrigued by it, but because of how well it looked, man. I think the deluxe one though was like 150, but it came with all kinds of cool accessories, and it really kind of set it off where Hasbro coming with a more domestic friendly price point I think this is great, man. This is fucking awesome because you're getting a full wave here. You got Link, you got Princess Zelda, and then you got Ganon. This shit looks pretty good for fucking Hasbro, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty impressed by this from what I saw. I mean, you know, you got new tooling on this, you got interesting sculpt, the paint job's there. It might not feel as premium as like an import figure, but for what it's worth and what you need it to do, I think this is great, man. I think this is a good opportunity for Hasbro to put out solid releases, and you don't really get to appreciate the size of this figure, but seeing that shit in a couple of the shots that it had at the Hasbro breakfast, I was like, wow, that's a big figure. So they didn't skimp out there in the scale, you know. And then, like I said, they're able to kind of pull off that the animation style, and you know, sculpt out some great looking figures. You know, it kind of looked like a render to me, but seeing these figures, you know, at the show and stuff by different people that were taking pictures of them at the booth, um, I thought that shit was fucking great, man. I thought that shit looked great. So I might go in for a Link figure. I don't know if I'll get the full wave, but I kind of want this line to do well just to see what else Hasbro does with Nintendo, you know, because like I said, this is a great opportunity for them to sell out a lot of figures. And then yeah, see how much more into that archive they can go. You know, I know Nintendo is really particular about, you know, what they allow in their games and what gets released and all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe dealing with them might not be as great, but I think when it comes to making, you know, money, I think any company would like to see more of it. So, you know, if they sell a lot of these, they might look at the previous games and stuff and ask them like, hey, can we, is there opportunity to make these links? Is there an opportunity to make maybe Smash Brother characters, you know, like everything else that's in the Nintendo archive? That would be interesting to see because I pick up a lot of the Jax figures. I know even Bandai got around to reissuing a couple of the fucking Mario figures. I did pick up that Yoshi because I never had it, and I might go in for that Luigi too. It's just only like $35. So I'm just like, I have a Jax one of the Luigi, and the Jax ones are pretty good for what I need them to do, you know. But I think Hasbro will be that much better to make Nintendo figures. So yeah, you gotta wait to see this shit right here, man. But this is looking pretty good. Yo, thanks guys. He said, okay, you back. Yo, what's up, Ty? How's it going, man? Pretty good, pretty good. It doesn't look premium, but it's under $30. Can't say a lot of figures at that price point right now. Yeah, exactly. That's my thoughts exactly. It's like it doesn't look as premium as something else like an import would, but man, you're not paying over $100 for it, and I don't want to pay over $100 for particular characters, you know. But man, and this also strikes that normie, that casual man. If you see this at Target, and I know maybe the game came out a while ago, but it still is a lot of people's favorite, or a favorite game of people, you know. You catch a normie catches these at Target or, you know, maybe at Best Buy or wherever you might see these. They might pick them up, man, at a GameStop for sure. They might pick them up. I know a lot of gamers that like to just pick up little statues and stuff, but I think like a posable figure is that much better, you know. You know, you get it out in a great pose and you're fucking there, you're cooking, man. Like, and they do it for you on the packaging and all the solicitations and stuff. So I think this is a great opportunity, like I said, for Hasbro to just kind of kick it off for Nintendo. And then yeah, these are some of the shots at the booth, and like I said, those look like renders to me. When you look at them in hand, it's like, okay, yeah, they're able to do it, and they should be able to do it, right? It's fucking Hasbro. It's like these guys are not a small company, you know. So I think they're starting to see that, yo, we cannot just pump out Black Series to the end of time. Like that shit is like beyond bottom of the barrel. Like you've broken through that barrel and you're continuing to scrape. Like that shit's a dry well, bro. And you cannot lean on Disney licenses, man, because that Marvel Legends line is a fucking crown jewel, bro. But you know, how many times are you gonna make that Iron Man? You're gonna make him chunkier now? Like, okay. You know, you're gonna give us a fucking ball joint at the waist for Wolverine eventually. Okay. But how many times are you gonna put out another cap? Now you're making Kurt Angle cap. It's like, I don't know, man. They gotta start looking at other IPs out there, man, and look at video games. Look how much they sell. You're also ahead of the curve when it comes to this properties, also specifically because isn't there a movie gonna come out? It's gonna be live action. these guys might get around to making the live action figures for Nintendo, you know, because look what they did for Disney when it came to the Tron stuff that they're putting out. I know they would be able to cook up some live action Zelda figures for sure, for damn sure. And then yeah, look at this figure too. That Figma looked crazy good, but this to me looks like it does everything I need the character to do, man. You know, so I thought it was a win for Hasbro showing this off. I might pick up the link for the Sword and Shield. Yeah, the Sword and Shield look iconic as fuck. It looked iconic as fuck. That's why when this image came out, I was like, "Oh damn, that looks great! Like that looks good, just the Sword and the Shield." But yeah, that link, like I said, is not my link, but it still looks like a good figure, and I'm intrigued by it. I might pick it up. And then this dude too, you know, he's iconic fucking video game villain, so might be worth the pickup also. You know, could fit him like in a Super Smash Brothers show for sure. And then it can't be all winners, guys, because we want to talk about video game releases, live action video game portrayals. We move into their Street Fighter line, and I think this was something that I definitely was intrigued by to see when this was announced. It was like, okay, let's see what Hasbro can do when it comes to Street Fighter. And for what it's worth, it's like kind of what I expected. It's kind of what I expected, man. So you got the Roman Reigns Akuma, and then you got No Name Ryu, No Name Ken. Don't know these fucking actors, but man, bro, it's like, could it get more rough? And it's like, I know there's a frenzy for Street Fighter all the time, but man, I'm excited for this movie. And I guess it's good that we do have toys of it, but man, these things are looking rough, bro. Chun-Li, I don't know. Maybe she has a spot in a jar or somewhere. I can't really say that I'm not intrigued by that, but you know, you pose her just like that in the jar, and I don't know, you might have some fun, guys. I'm just saying. But yeah, the figures themselves, it's like, I mean, is it that much worse than the Jada? I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's better than the Jada killers, bro. Storm Arena, who? I'm actually interested to see like a fucking video game Akuma head on his body. It's like, maybe these guys, maybe they're one upping Jada here. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have these figures in hand, but I mean, those Jada figures aren't perfect, guys. You know, I'm just saying. You got jar potential. You got a cool effects, you know, got some effects there. I think they just reused those from that Power Rangers Chun-Li or Power Rangers Cammy and shit. Didn't they do that figure? Yeah, it was that Power Rangers Chun-Li figure that they did. Oh, that was such a fucking horrible release. God damn, that was worse than this. So there was always that potential that they did do Street Fighter. And I think Street Fighter, didn't they have like a G.I. Joe line back in the day, like a vintage Joe line in the 90s? I think they crossed over with them. So this looks like cosplay Ryu, right? It just looks like such a dork. It's like, god damn it. I don't know. I might get this Ryu, man, just to have my other figures beat the shit out of him. It's like this dude looks like such a fucking dork. And then you got gay Ken over here. I think these might be cops, guys. I'm just saying, man. I've seen worse. Bro. So as far as I know, these have gone up at Walmart. And then it's a nice head sculpt, guys. I mean, you know, Roman Reigns right here. I know that I do for sure. The WWE wrestling figure collectors are buying these for sure. They're buying this one for sure. I know my dude Fake Heel is gonna buy this shit for damn sure. Fake Vault, shout out to Fake Vault, My Damn Toys. Those dudes are fucking awesome. I love their channels, man. They go all in on the wrestling. And I wish I did more wrestling covers of figures and shit on this show, but man, it's just so much sometimes. Oh shit, here comes the figures that ruined my vision for a bit. Yeah, man. It's like fucking shit. Fuck. They aren't even trying with the posing. What are you talking about, Mel? Come on, look at this iconic Akuma pose, man. Look at Chun-Li. If this is not Chun-Li doing her fucking kick, I don't know what is, man. Oh damn. Oh man, shout out to the actors that really kind of, you know, they go all in for the movies, man. I'm sure a lot of the actors think a lot of this stuff is dumb as fuck, but you know, it's the good ones that really look past that and try to, you know, do it as best as they can and shit. But I don't know, I'm excited for the movie. Even these shitty figures aren't gonna turn me off from that movie, man. I thought that one in even the 90s was good too. You know, it's very very bad movie, but it's a cult classic at this point. And I don't know, maybe this one has the potential to do that. The only thing missing here though was the fucking Cody Rhodes guile, man. We needed that one, and then they got the 50 Cent ball rock out there also. So hopefully this wave sells well, and then we could get wave 2 with the bangers. Because I think we still got 50 Cent ball rock, Cody Rhodes guile, and then I think Jason Momoa Blanca would just be off the he's a because yeah, right here is very low effort. It's like reuse, reuse. Maybe slightly bigger torso. Like that's a lot of reuse in one wave, you know. So very poor effort. But then you gotta wonder, then why the fuck did you get this license? What else do you got up your sleeve? That's usually how it works, you know, because they're licensing this out through Capcom. Like this is Capcom release. We see what they're doing with the Marvel vs. Capcom Gamerverse stuff. Like we're gonna get into the Jada Toys talk right now, but this was pretty big to me. This is Capcom and Legendary, but that Capcom lets me know that there's contact now with Hasbro. So shit, that they're seeing the sales on that Gamerverse shit, believe me, bro. And then they're seeing motherfuckers still buying the Bandai shit. They want what Capcom has for sure. So that is major. And then speaking of Jada, speaking of Capcom, you talk about the devil and he appears. Moving to the Jada Alpha 3 fucking Street Fighter figures yet to be released, yet to be pre-orderable. Because man, I feel like these guys show off SDCC reveals for 3 years in a row. God damn, bro. Because damn, eventually other companies come out faster, man. It's just kind of a bummer. But we got the Alpha 3 Ryu, we got Charlie Nash, and we got Chun-Li. And I gotta say, man, I don't know. I did pick up the Storm Arena Ryu and Charlie. I have that Shokan Studios Chun-Li. That I don't even like the Storm Arena one, but this Jada one also looks kind of rough. The head sculpt, but body wise looks okay. It looks like an okay figure. Looks like a better posable figure than a lot of the Marvel Legends female bodies. And then the Ryu also looks okay, man. It looks like updated tooling on some of these figures from their Street Fighter 2 releases. So it's just like I said, it's kind of a long wait to see their pre-orders go live. It kind of kills a lot of the excitement, man, you know. And then we got new reveals. We got Sakura that was revealed, I believe, yesterday was their last reveal for them. And then yeah, for me, I've always wanted a good Sakura figure. I never got that SH Figure Arts one. That one always looked great, but there's something about these head sculpts to me that are just like, they just look like, I don't know what artwork they're going for. I mean, obviously it's the artwork from the game, but I kind of wish they softened or they kind of dialed in the sculpts a bit. They look a little bit too like anime or cartoony. I don't know, something about them. It just looks a little bit too cartoony. Not Sakura, but she looks cool too, though, figure wise, like body wise and stuff. Looks like a fun figure. And then we got what's this motherfucker's name again? Adon, I think his name was. I always remember this motherfucker. I used to hate the fucking noise he used to make. Didn't he go like a fucking like a fucking hyena and shit? I remember this motherfucker. He was a piece of shit to fight. I hated his ass. But you know, it's a good one to fill out more of the roster characters that aren't coming out for Storm Arena yet. And then we got a guy that can also fit in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 shelf. But man, I don't know, something about these just look too simplistic. Like in the sculpt, they look kind of funny, you know. Like the pants on that guy, they look like a fucking Mega Man or something. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? Is that like what am I looking at there? That shit just looks like it's missing some like detail in some of the sculpt, you know. Everything looks so soft. So I don't know if they got to punch these in. I don't know if these are rushed prototypes just to get to the event, so they didn't show off the same fucking wave from 2 years ago. But damn, something about them there just it look a little lacking, you know. And I kind of want to wait to see what Storm Arena cooks up before I decide on anything. And then, man, big reveal. We got Strider from Strider 2, another Capcom reveal. And like I said, man, now you're starting to see the contacts for Hasbro. These guys got to get out there. And this is what I was saying a few months ago. I was like, man, just make the Capcom, just get in contact with Capcom. Don't just make particular Street Fighter games. Make everything that Capcom can offer, like make them an offer to make this, make them an offer to make Captain Commando, make them an offer to make all the other fucking, Resident Evil, Joe Valentine from the game, that game version, that would look sick as fuck. This also to fit on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 shelf, I'm copping this shit for sure. But is it just me or am I tripping, man? Like it just looks too, I don't know, it looks kind of stylized, and the plastic just looks so, it doesn't, it's not like it's glossy, but it just looks like it's plasticky. I don't know. It just looks weird. But I'm still intrigued by the designs of the characters, obviously. And just to see how Jada pulls them off, man. I've always been impressed by the articulation they pack into all of their releases, not just the Street Fighter ones, man. I picked up that Shaggy, that Scooby-Doo Shaggy. That figure's a banger, man. That figure is awesome. So yeah, we gotta wait to see what's up with this other Capcom stuff, and then more of their Mega Man line. Man, I'm still waiting on that fucking Rush, man, background there. But you got more of these robot masters coming out also. Kind of looks like it's gonna be a pause on this line from what I was hearing on some of the interviews with June. No, maybe the pre-orders aren't doing as well as we thought they would be, but like I said, you get into really deep cuts as far as like villains and stuff for a particular game. It's kind of dangerous. A lot of people only want the main characters, and that's it, man. And then big reveal from them. I was loving this shit, bro. Astro Boy, like this shit looks hard, man. Early prototype. I hope some of that paint on that head sculpt gets punched in a bit more. I would want this figure to be glossy. Like I would want his hair to be glossy, bro, because I always felt like he's a robot. He's made out of fucking metal and shit, man. Like this motherfucker needs to be glossy. So hopefully they can fix that plastic and give him that gloss like his boots. Got those fucking hipster fucking red boots and shit. This shit is sick, bro. I love Astro Boy. I always love the design of Astro Boy. It's just so iconic for anime. I do have the MAFEX of this shit, but like that shit is like big as fuck as far as like it being at 112, you know. I just have him kind of just fighting like one of my Supermans on my shelf. It just looks funny as fuck because he's like a 6-inch Astro Boy. But this kind of looked like it was scaled down, right? Like it was scaled down to kind of fit on the 6-inch shelf. Like this is gonna be a banger right here. I love Astro Boy, man. There's always a bunch of cool, like really premium, almost 1-to-1 scale Astro Boys. I've seen some of those Blitzways. I'm like, man, those shit's like cool as fuck. I kind of want to get one. Just kind of have like a little 1-to-1 scale Astro Boy and shit. There's like one where he's like, it looks like robotic and shit. Like his like fucking covering is like off and shit. I would just want that shit like on my desk somewhere, like on a shelf somewhere. Like that's a fucking Astro Boy right there. That's just sick as fuck. But like, even my dad knew Astro Boy, man. That's just how iconic this motherfucker is, man. This shit right here is like one of the few animes that like really kind of started it all. The plastic looks cheap, but it looks pretty cool still. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of attributing it to being like early prototypes, because even these like Street Fighter figures, even the Strider figure looks, I don't know, it looks unfinished for sure. The Sakura looks unfinished. Like all this shit, even this shit has like chip paint on the shorts and shit. Look at the paint around the waist right here. It looks like all fucked up. It's like, yeah, these don't look like finished. These look pretty good, you know. But see, I would want the Astro Boy to look like this glossy finish to it, and I hope it does. I hope his maybe his skin is a little bit more matte, but I want that hair to be glossy as a motherfucker right there. And then we got Cyberpunk Edge Runners. We got Roman. So new season of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I guess it's gonna revolve around this character right here. I didn't get all the accessory layouts, but this motherfucker came with all kinds of head plates and shit, or head sculpts. I don't know if they were face plates actually. I can't remember, but I remember seeing different head portraits and stuff. And then you got the soft goods jacket. It looks like an interesting figure, you know. I don't really know too much about that new season and stuff, but yeah, from what I heard, this dude's gonna be kind of one of the characters that revolves around. So pretty cool. Gotta wait to see that. Looks fun though. Looks like a fun figure, you know, smaller body. And then some of their big reveals, man. This fucking hot Invincible line. And I only say hot because the one release that they've put out so far is fucking going ballistic in the aftermarket. I seen that thing going for like 160 plus. I could have got it for 160, but I was like, I ain't paying that shit. Fuck, got me fucked up, bro. They had a shop nearby. I was like, you motherfuckers, bro. You guys got no shame. But yeah, Wave 3, I want to say, of Invincible here. We got Thrag, we got fucking Alan the Alien, and then we got fucking Eve. And bro, this line looks fucking good. It looks good, man. I really wanted to get that exclusive, that battle damage mark, but man, they look like they're fucking cooking. Like while nothing was getting pre-ordered, it looks like they were working behind the scenes because yeah, they had to get around to making these other characters, man. For sure, they had to get around to putting this costume out and the fucking Omni-Man out for Mark and Omni-Man, and then you get the Battle Beasts. This is wave 2 right here, and then this is wave 3. So wave 3 looks like bangers, but I want them to punch in that Thrag more. Alan the Alien looks fucking cool as fuck. He's a cool character too, and then Eve looks great. So instant cops right here, and then instant cops right here. Where I don't know, I am mad that I didn't get that fucking Invincible bloody version, but man, it's like, man, that's a costume I didn't even fucking like to begin with. That's why I was like, I was this close to buying that shit for $160. I was like, man, fuck you guys. You guys are fucking assholes. But man, it just annoys the fuck out of me, dude. It's like I was watching an interview and June said, oh yeah, we looked at the numbers from previous exclusives and we kind of based it off of that. Like, are you fucking dumb? Like, this is like one of your most anticipated lines, like for any company. Nobody has made Invincible figures. This anime or this cartoon is like one of the hotter fucking cartoons out there. The fucking books are selling off the fucking shelf every time they reissue them. The hard covers are getting different formats being put out. Like now in Omnibus, they got all the collective formats you want, constantly getting reissued, constantly selling out. Are you not fucking paying attention to what you're licensing? Do you not fucking understand what you have? It's like, why would you base it off of previous data? It's like, this ain't a fucking repaint on your Ryu figure, repaint on a Ken figure. Like, yeah, that Violent Ken and that Evil Ryu were cool as fuck, but they were player 2, player 3 costumes almost. This is a premiere, a new premiere for the line, first figure in the line, and it's like, yeah, let's base it off of fucking old shit that were repaints. I was like, this dumb motherfucker, bro. Like, nah, dude, you need to have that shit in stock. Because I was online at 10 in the morning to run the fuck that shit went live. Added that shit to my cart, went to checkout. It said 3-minute wait time. By the time that little queue ended, that shit just said sold out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, man, I feel like such an idiot just being on there on my phone waiting and shit. Like, what the fuck am I doing for this shit, bro? Like, I gotta fucking beg these motherfuckers to make enough toys to sell? Fucking hell, fuck that. So really annoyed by that. And then, yeah, like I said, it's just been a long wait to see any pre-orders. So to see this being wave 2, it's like, man, you can go fuck yourself with that wave 1. I think I'm only going to get Conquest, to be quite honest, because I wanted the bloody version of Mark. Not going to give it to me, then go fuck yourself. I'm not getting that other one, because now you're showing us the one that everyone wanted, the one that should have been the fucking wave 1 release, you dumb fucks. So go fuck yourself. Like, man, that shit just annoys me, man, because it's like, dude, everyone's been waiting for this figure, and yeah, you put the first one out and you only make a limited amount. Like, fuck yourself, man. Like, I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself. This isn't going to do gangbusters. Invincible is mainstream as hell and will get a lot of attention / sales. This is going to, yeah, I know, and that's kind of what I'm going on this rant for. Because it's like, this dude said he based that exclusive, like the quantities, off of past exclusives, meaning he was basing it off of repaints of Street Fighter figures. It's like, are you fucking dumb? Like, this is all new IP for you guys. Look at the Invincible figures available to us right now. Nothing. There's like Diamond Select. Everyone's waiting for this line for fucking like a year plus. And it's like, oh yeah, let's make this shit really limited so only a fucking handful of people can get them. Fucking hell, dude. Like, man. And I kind of had a feeling. I was like, oh, this shit's gonna fucking sell out. You're right. Like, I wasn't really hyped up for it that much, but it was one that I wanted for sure. And man, to see the aftermarket on that, I'm like, man, who's paying that shit? Who's the idiot, man? You know, so that's just a pain in my ass. But what else we got, guys? Because they didn't stop there. We moved to their Fruity Pebbles line. We got Dino. So fuck yeah, man. I still got to get that Fred and Barney. I've seen it come in stock and in and out of stock in a few places, but like I said, sometimes I wait for like both of them be in stock, and like the places I've come across is like Fred and then Barney is like back order, and I'm like, nah, I'll wait for both. But I do want to get them, and then see what else we can get out of this like cereal line. They said as much as they can make, they'll try to make. So pretty cool. Like I said, it is impressive for them to kind of tool up just different kinds of like body styles or character styles. Like this shit right here is not gonna get a lot of reuse, man. So props to them there. And then finally more of this fucking Scooby Doo line. So Daphne was revealed last year, barely waiting on the pre-order for that. And Fred revealed at the con, so we got that. And then I believe this week we got pre-orders for Scooby and the rest of Wave 2. So I do want to get my hands on the Scoob. And then I got to get Daphne in a jar as soon as possible. And then Fred can watch us. Oh man, but I'm excited for the rest of this line to kind of keep coming out. And then we move over to the Long Box Heroes Big Bad Workshop booth. We got more Tick figures. So we got Arthur, the Tick. I still haven't got the Tick figure, but I've seen a couple of reviews. It looks pretty okay, man. I'm not running the pre-order, but I don't know if I ever see it going on sale. I might pick it up because it looks like they're going pretty deep with this line. This was one of my least favorite cartoons from the fucking 90s, but I always remember this shit on TV when it would come on because there's nothing else on, man. They had cable. But they got even Chairface Chippendale, the Terror. And it's just like, I don't know. They make for fun looking toys, like this looks cool. Multiple Santa. Yeah, the Santa does look cool. That shit looks dope. So I might see what's up with getting the Tick figure. And then if I get the Tick, I gotta get his homie Arthur because that dude was such a fucking bitch. But it does look like a fun figure, And the rest of these look funny too. Like they look fun as fuck too. Like they just look like zany characters for action figure shelf. Like that shit looks sick. Need that Dino and the Headless Horseman. Yeah, man. I'm in for for more of those Flintstones characters for sure. And then we move to the Rocketeer line. So you got the Rocketeer, then we got Betty right here also. Early prototypes, so still got a ways away to see these, but I'm intrigued by the Rocketeer figure. I never picked up that loose collector. I always thought it was a little bit higher price point than what I want to pay. But it looks like they're going pretty deep in the line overall. And then also from Big Bad Workshop, we got Tarzan and Jane, and man, these look good, bro. I'm down for these. I am definitely down for these. I'm down for Jane especially. Hey yo, but man, that Tarzan looking cool. Like this is something I like to see too, man. Like this is like other types of like IPs you can get into, man. Like not everything has to be superhero or fucking fantasy or like some fucking cartoon or something. You get to like all these other characters that are like famous from over the years. I'm interested to see if these guys can do like a Phantom figure. You know what I mean? Like get into that stuff because I think those licenses are pretty easy to acquire, but this looks pretty good, man. The Valorverse Rocketeer or Big Bad Workshop. Hey, you know what? I've actually forgot about the Valorverse one, but that one looked really cool too. So I'm gonna actually wait to see both. You gotta definitely give both the opportunity to get revealed, but this one looks like it's well on its way. But I thought that concept that Bobby Valley came up for his Rocketeer figure was pretty great. Like to kind of have it as a World War II concept. I was like, oh, this guy's pretty smart with that. He kind of incorporated like a little story into that shit. So it's pretty interesting to see the process to that. But I think these guys are cooking with this types of reveals right here. So Tarzan and Jane, and then their NPC line, a highly anticipated line, man, just for the fun factor, man. It's like I said, it doesn't really have to be an IP. You can get into just making fun figures that fit into the worlds of the figures you have already. So you got bank robbers, you got mob boss. These bank robbers look cool as fuck, bro, with the different masks. They should do that movie. What's that movie? I forget the name of that shit. With the president masks and shit, like the Ronald Reagans and all that. They should make figures of that movie. But the mob boss looks fucking cool as fuck. You got the gangster 1, gangster 2, gangster 3, gangster 4, man. These look cool as fuck, dude. Like I'm down for a couple of these. The Exorcist priest, stay at home mom, like with the cat, bro, cat lady at the wine. Like this is fucking this is what I'm talking about when it comes to fun, bro. Heat, my boy Tyler. Yeah, this shit is heat. I like this shit, man. Like these just look fun. You got cheerleaders, camp counselors, news anchors. Like This is what a civilian's line is supposed to be, man. This is why that dumb idiot fucking Chardemus. It's like, you dumb fuck. Street heroes, street humans. You fucking dumb. And then you got what's Vala's shit called extras? Like, that's cool. Like, that's just cool. But man, Vala gotta get more like distinct in the designs. Like, he's just making thugs, which is awesome. But this is like giving you just a well-rounded mix of stuff, you know, that is also swappable in parts. You know, you could definitely pop this lady's rack on these or these head sculpts, I mean, on other figures. You know, you got this punk rocker bitch right here with a little teddy bear. She's got to be that goth chick, bro, for sure. Goth girl, fuck yeah. I'm getting a couple of these. Fuck yeah. Point Break, yeah, there you go. That movie, that shit's fucking awesome. BBW's coming out strong. Fucking hard fast. Chill, bro. Chill. I be telling that to my coworkers. Chill, man. Chill. SWAT officer. So yeah, that's fucking awesome too, man. I'm down for it. FBI agent, the news anchor, like I said. Like, the FBI agent, like, who wouldn't get a couple of these, man? You know, it's just fucking feds is coming, bro. Streets is watching, man. They need to make a questionable meth head figure. Yeah, bro. Like, homeless and shit, hobos, all that. Like, man, there's so many shits you can make. Mailmen, like, you know, basketball players, like street ball players, like fucking kids on skateboards, kids on bikes. Fucking, will they make ice? Even that ice. You can make fucking gardeners and shit. Have them chasing these motherfuckers, chasing them up the roofs and shit. Oh man! And then moving to their Monster Force line, we got this fucking nun chick that all these motherfucking gooners are losing their minds over. Oh man, I was like, damn, dude. Low key, the gooners is what's keeping this hobby alive. If you look at all the lines across the board, everything from Marvel Legends to imports to fucking, you know, Monster Force now. Yeah, the Gooners are keeping it alive, guys. So shout out to the Gooners. This one's for the Jar Hall of Fame. Speaking of Jar Hall of Fame, got a couple of reasons why you would put this one in a jar right here on the left. Shit, bro. That's a banger figure. I don't even know what it is. Is that the Little Red Riding Hood figure that they got coming out? I don't know, but either or, that figure looks pretty cool. This werewolf. I'm not really heavy into the Monster Force stuff, but these two figures look pretty distinct as far as the rest of their stuff goes, man. Like, this creature from the Black Lagoon-esque figure right here looks pretty cool. But like everything with these guys, I'm always kind of wondering how close they dance around with like certain licenses and shit, because that looks very, very close to a fucking Universal monster that I'm pretty sure these guys don't have the fucking license for to make, you know, but makes for a good looking figure. The Advocate, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Is that a koala on that guy? Like, that's cool, man. An angry fast food worker. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want that. I want none of that. None. Busty. Yeah. Yes. Little Red. Okay. That Little Red Riding Hood is cool. I'll probably get her. A couple reasons. Give me that bobblehead lizard thing. Yeah, that one looks pretty fun just as a figure, right? Like, it looks like it could fit into like a TMNT or just some kind of alien shit or even some kind of aquatic shit for sure. But that creature from the Black Lagoon looks pretty cool. I like that one more than the rest. Then you got this new line from Larry Hama. So fucking legendary fucking comic book writer for G.I. Joe. We got his line coming out. So we got Top Kick, Louie, Umbra, and then we got Larry Hama himself. So pretty cool. Motherfucker throwing himself into his own figure line. It's pretty dope. Pretty genius. Right there to go with your Todd McFarlane. Yeah, this looks pretty cool line too. And then yeah, this looks like it's leaning more into like Vietnam shit right here. So you got the World War II coming from Valaverse, and then you got Big Bad Workshop making the Vietnam figures. So might be some cool, you know, kit bash opportunity right here. I could definitely see you know, motherfuckers making that Snake Eyes and shit, you know, before his accident and everything. You know, you could definitely kit bash a lot of these with some of your Joes, but this looks like a pretty cool line too. Can't wait to see more of this. And then speaking on Universal Monsters, 52 Toys coming with this new line. I didn't really get the exact name, but from my knowledge, this is a James Groman Designs. And just look at this fucking Frankenstein, bro. This looks fucking dope. Like, damn, this just looks like super toyetic and shit, but it also has like that fucking James Groman like over the top like fucking sculpt that just it sets it off. And even the Dracula looks cool as fuck too. Like great looking sculpts on this. I'm interested to see how 52 Toys tools these up, but this looks fucking awesome. Michael Douglas and Falling Down. Oh, okay. But yeah, this looks cool. I'm interested to see more of this line when it comes out, but only a couple of slides that I got from them. I think they had a couple of other monsters at their booth, but the standout for me was this fucking this Frankenstein. That shit just looks like a fun ass figure. I'm definitely intrigued by that. And then we move on to NECA, man, and fuck, bro, talk about a downer, man. We move into the powdered toast, man. So you get some Ren and Stimpy action, but good looking figure. I would say it's a fun one. Maybe gives them an opportunity to make some more of these like Nicktoon classics and shit. You get a Rocco the Great out there. I'll take a Ren and Stimpy all day, every day from NECA, man. So yeah, hopefully this one sells well. But man, we move into the rest of their booth, and you get their Muppets. They were already revealed, and people are pretty excited with the line. I want more of the pre-orders to go up and stuff, but some of the stuff we've already seen prior. DuckTales line also looking good. Recently saw the pre-orders go up. Hopefully they're doing good for them. Figures look good. They were in the booth. And then we move into the TMNT, and coming to find out, this was the only figure to be revealed for the TMNT. And bro, big news, man. NECA not making TMNT figures anymore, man. I think it was broken by my man Pixel Dan. I guess he's always there every San Diego Comic Con. Shout out to him. Shout out to Preternia. Shout out to In Pursuit of Toys. A lot of the people that shared a lot of images, able to put the show together because of these people. And Pixel Dan always come with information. Always check out his channel during San Diego Comic Con. It's the best. He's got like the most in-depth coverage for every company, as far as I know. And yeah, he broke the news that at that NECA booth, man, there was nothing in the booth, nothing brand new. Stuff even that was revealed prior, not even there anymore. So yeah, talk to the designer there, and yeah, apparently that's it for them for the time being, but most likely forever. Because yeah, the guy was really kind of cut and dry with him, just said, yeah, this is it, man. And it was kind of a downer. You could tell that dude almost wanted to cry. You could almost tell, and you got to understand too. It's like this dudes have been making this line fucking deep as fuck, deeper than it should have been, deeper than it had any right to be, man. But they've made all the movie figures damn near everything that people wanted. This cartoon line is at Tempestra, which is a fucking long wait for people like Pixel Dan that have gotten almost everything that they've ever dreamed of getting when it comes to the cartoon line. But I've always said that when it comes to the cartoon line, it's like how much deeper can they go? What more is there? You're looking at their Fortnite turtle figures, like, okay, that's something different. The 2012 line would look like it was a great opportunity for them to pivot into something else. They didn't even have the Slash prototype there anymore. It looks like that's off the table. I remember a few years ago they did a Universal Monsters crossover with TMNT. We never saw that Josh Groman design of that meta human or meta, I forgot what the name of that monster was, but it was like a crazy design for I think it was Krang, I think. And never saw that pre-order go live. There was a bunch of figures in some of these past SDCC events that are never going to see the light of day. So it was definitely a bummer, man. I felt it. I'm not even a collector's cartoon line, but even I appreciated it from afar just for how deep it was, how comprehensive it was. So end of an era, man. End of a fucking era. I think right now Playmates is filling in for me. That was a bigger hit because I am enjoying the reissues that they're putting out, but they were the tried and true TMNT toy line, but I think NECA was coming for that crown. Eventually, I thought these guys would be the best company to ever make TMNT figures because, like I said, it's just such a comprehensive line. But man, no more. And a lot of people are wondering if it's no more for NECA, is Mondo going to have the opportunity to put out the rest of their 1/6 figures? And it looks like they're running to the finish line, bro, as far as the brothers go and the Shredder. And who knows how much more after that. But it looked like they didn't really have any kind of demeanor as far as their line ending. Because we move into the reveals at their booth. These are their prior two releases already for the 1/6 figures, and these things look fucking perfect, man. Like, I wish I had room for these. I wish I had the budget for these. These things look fucking awesome as far as design goes. Even coming up with like a storyboard concept of like after the first movie, kind of taking into their own Mondoverse timeline. So yeah, you get like just that gritty live action look from them, just kind of Mondoverse a bit, and it kind of incorporating that into their accessories. Like this Raph, apparently in their story, kind of takes up the mantle of the Casey Jones a bit. I don't know if Casey's dead or whatever, but yeah, he kind of keeps wearing Casey's mask to kind of keep that fucking almost kind of like Azrael Batman did when Batman was injured or whatever. It's like you kind of keep that fucking vigilante out there on the streets to keep the bad guys knowing that he's still out there. But just look at the tire armor that he has. The same thing they did with like Donnie and Leo, where they get parts from the junkyard, parts from the sewer, kind of incorporating into their armor, to their costumes. Like look at Rav, you can see him in like a junkyard, tearing up some tires, making armor out of it. The fucking Mikey just looks off the hook, bro. Like that sculpt on that. I think it's Brandon Gash, I think is the name of the sculptor. He is fucking killing it when it comes to these TMNT designs. Loving this shit. The little frogs comes as accessories for Mikey and stuff. But yeah, just all the detail that's going into a lot of the sculpt and stuff. You can't even appreciate it from these pictures. They look awesome. And then you got the Shredder. Man, 1/6 Deluxe Shredder. I might just get this because I got the 1/6 Skeletor. It would be kind of cool to get the 1/6 villains and shit. So maybe if they ever get around to getting a G.I. Joe license, they put out like a 1/6 Cobra Commander, Mondo versus that shit. And yeah, that would look awesome. I would love to have that. Maybe one day double dip, or not double dip, but double backtrack on that Mumra. So you got all these iconic 80s villains in 1/6. That would be a cool little shelf somewhere. That would be awesome. So I might think about getting this Shredder because he just looks so cool. He's got the fucking 3 katanas and shit on some Zorro shit. Like that just looks, it definitely takes it back to feudal Japan with this shit right here. So pretty dope. And then you got the little clone Shredder and stuff. And then, obviously they incorporate different head sculpts. So you got more of an iconic cartoon head sculpt and gives you all the possible head swaps that you will want, different distinct looks to maybe even buy more than one. Who knows? And then in their panel, they kind of reveal more stuff. So like I was saying, no more for NECA, but it looks like there's no slowing down for Mondo, man. So you got the Bebop and Rocksteady coming to 2027. And like I said, this is what makes me think like that's why NECA isn't going to get to make anymore, because how much meat on the bone is left for them to make? It's like, I don't know if Nick wants that, Nickelodeon or Paramount want that. It's like, if you're not gonna make like something original with this shit, then like we're good on 2012. We're good on that. Like, why would they want toys of 2012 when they have like a new TMNT, current TMNT out right now? Like, why would they want that? It's like, I don't know. You already did the Brothers, you did the Shredder, you did the Splinter. Like, really, people want the 2012 Slash? Like, maybe they're looking at it like that, where these guys are just coming with completely original designs. They're completely original storylines. Like, maybe that's just worth the squeeze for Paramount. That's just my take on it, or what I'm imagining the thought process is. But yeah, it looks like no more for NECA, but no slowing down here. So we got the Foot Soldier also, and then man, big reveal. This was at their panel, but in the booth as well. The Ecto 1 from the Extreme Ghostbusters, or the real Ghostbusters. I mean, this shit, I regret not getting that HasLab for how iconic this ride is, but man, this shit looks fucking cool as fuck. Super stylized right here, obviously, kind of matched the animation, but it looks so fucking cool. Like, this shit just looks awesome, man. Gotta wonder on that price point, man, because if the figures are about $200 a pop, I can only imagine this thing sitting at like a $600 price tag. So yeah, that sticker price when it gets revealed what it costs, it might be a turnoff, but I think it's a fucking awesome toy. Like, this shit just looks cool, bro. It looks dope as fuck, man. And damn, it looks like the possibilities for Mondo are fucking endless. Like, they can just about make anything on the table for them, man. So this looks sick. Didn't you say 1/6 never? Yeah, I did, but I don't know, for certain characters like a Shredder it's fucking, it might be worth taking a look at. Mondo is so damn dope. Mondo is so dope, but spendy. Yeah, exactly. Like they really flex when it comes to what they can do, man. But like I don't see a lot of people going for all of their stuff because of that price tags. But this looks cool. This looks dope. And then damn, dude, this to me came as a kind of a surprise. I know 3-0 has gotten around to making 1/6 Power Rangers, but let's see what these guys do, what they're able to do with their 1/6 stuff, man. Looks like they're going more into the comic book stuff. But fuck, man, 1/6 Green Ranger, like, man, bro, this shit always looks cool to me in figure form, man. And then 1/8 scale Naruto figure. So coming 2027, man, be on the lookout for this. I know a few people that are barely watching Naruto right now, so there's always markets for this stuff. Playmates dropped the ball. Give Mattel a chance to get the master license. Yeah, that's fair to say. Because yeah, like we're gonna take a look at right now. We're gonna go through some of the Mondo stuff. The 1/6 Mortal Kombat figures also coming soon. And then right now when we talk about the Mattel stuff, yeah, we're gonna take a look at what they got coming up. But yeah, they are gonna be the holders of that TMNT line. And then coming to the 112 line, man, Trap Jaw from the Motu 2000X line. And bro, this shit looks fucking awesome, man. This is gonna be a can't miss pre-order for me. Like this motherfucker just looks off the hook in that fucking animation. So reveals from them for their new wave. So we got Samurai Armor Skeletor, we got the Merman, and then Frost Armor He-Man. I'm not even sure if that's the name of that, but that's what it looks like to me. So getting reuse on that He-Man already, kind of surprising, but I mean it is toys. They do got to get that reuse out there. That Merman looks fucking incredible, man, with his corn sword. Love it, man. And then the Skeletor, man. Not really too familiar with that armor, but I think it's from the animation, obviously. But that's gonna be a pass for me. I'm good on that He-Man and Skeletor. They do look good though. They do look like they have a lot of presence. And then their 1/6 line, man. We got Cobra Khan and King Hiss with that swappable torso / head sculpt for King Hiss. You guys are familiar with this character? He has like a fucking bunch of snakes that just they're his body and shit. It's just like a bunch of snakes wrapped around each other. Like this shit looks fucking crazy to display it like that. I don't know who the fuck wouldn't display it with the fucking snake torso / head. And then more 1/6 figures from that line. We got the Stratos, OG Stratos. We got Sorceress also, and then Deluxe Skeletor 2.0. And this is where I get kicked in the nuts from them because I got their 1/6 Skeletor. Never even opened that shit. But I know they recently did it with the He-Man where they gave you like all this extra armor for He-Man. I knew they were going to do that for Skeletor. So you're going to get the battle armor and then the Terror Claw Skeletor. Like, man, come on, bro. I would have wanted that in the first release, but I get it. And then we move into Mattel, man. Looks like more Chronicles figures. This time, looks like they're doing their own thing with like Motu. Not really doing the movie anymore. Or they are, but these kind of being not really classic designs, but they're I guess reinterpretations of characters for their 6-inch line. So we got Tila right here in the Chronicles line. Looks pretty good, man. In a proper 1/12 scale, I might get this shit, man, because I was heavy in that Masterverse line, but a lot of their female figures obviously were fucking 7-inch scale, or just too tall. But this looks like a good Tila for 1/12. I don't know what's up with this He-Man head sculpt, but yeah, the Chronicles figures for that movie line really impressed me, man. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for more of the He-Mans. I don't know if I get this one. This one looks kind of dumb to me, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for more of their classic characters. Like we got Clawful and then Merman here. So yeah, I'm interested to see what's up with this Chronicles line. I said I was gonna be completely turned off by it, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for figures here and there. It just kind of annoys me to have to rebuy the same characters over and over, just stylized different. You know, especially if Mondo is now doing the 2000X. It's like let them cook then, bro. You know, I know this isn't 2000X specifically, but like, how many Clawfuls do I need? How many Mermans do I need? Not that many, you know. So they're gonna have to do more than that to get me to partake in some of these Chronicles figures. But for the females, I might be on the lookout. And then, like I said, for their movie line, they're still gonna finish out some of the characters. So we got that fucking Goat Man from the movie. This motherfucker looks demonic as fuck, but it looks like a fun figure. The motherfucker didn't really do shit in the movie, but it looks pretty cool. And then we got Mechanic also. This looks like crazy fun figure too, man. So for a 6-inch line, I just wish these characters had more shine, man. It's like I rewatched the movie and I'm like, damn it, bro, they didn't do nothing for these motherfuckers, man. So Mechanic to kind of round out that Fisto and Ram Man squad. So pretty cool. I haven't really gone too deep in that movie line. I only got the Skeletor and He-Man, but that Trap Jaw looks great. And then speaking of movie line, this motherfucker didn't come in the movie, but they are repainting that Battle Cat now to give us Panther, and I'm all over this shit. I passed on that new Eternia Panther. This is better to me. This Chronicles fucking Battle Cat and Panther are fucking, they're it right there, man. Like that Battle Cat is probably gonna go on one of my figures of the year this year. That shit was sick as fuck, proper. And then, like I said, Mattel just annoys the fuck out of me, man. It looks like they're relaunching Origins line, so their fucking vintage line now kind of slightly better. It's like, you fucking pieces of fucking shit. Like, this faker looks cool as fuck, man, with that magenta pink armor. Sorceress Tila, the fucking Man at Arms, the fucking Beast Man. But it's like, you fucking assholes are just restarting the line. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And this is like not even like a year later. Like, this shit is still finishing. The Origins line still finishing. They have like 2 figures to go, but now they're gonna give us bath pieces in this shit. Oh man, this shit to me is just the fucking most annoying thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. But like I said, they're kind of tweaking around the figures. Now they're gonna be able to pop and swap better too. I'm like, why the fuck did I buy all the Origins then, you dumb fucks? Like, oh man, this to me is why Mattel is just below Hasbro. Seriously, when it comes to kicks in the nuts, these guys do it like no other, bro. I'll have you guys know, man. Because yeah, these motherfuckers with their fucking shitty ass panel too. It's like, these guys do not know how to cook, man. I swear, man. You know, because yeah, a lot of people were kind of waiting to see what Mattel had in store, but it looks like sneak peek at New York Comic Con, we're gonna get that DC collector line reveal event. January 1st is these are going for pre-order on Mattel Creations, so not gonna wait, not even 48 hours into the new year, you're gonna be able to pre-order that DC collector line. And it looks like we're gonna get a sneak peek at that in October for New York Comic Con. So I'm excited for that. I am excited for that. I just shit talked them and said they could not cook, but hopefully they are cooking here. Mattel really hated on all his collectors. Yeah, but dude, a lot of these toy companies are, man. And that's why I said this SDCC has been kind of whelming, honestly. Finally gave us an accurate He-Man head sculpt. Yeah, exactly. Like, they finally did it, and now it's like, oh, you have to buy this one now. It's like, okay, well, here are my nuts. There's your foot. Go right ahead. It's like, you fucking assholes, man. Like, total dickheads, you know. And this is the new box. I'm not gonna lie. I might pick up a couple of these and just keep them in the box, because I think the artwork connects in the back, and that'll be that. But yeah, these guys coming with the DC line, start of the year, and McFarlane Toys, man, looks like they're finishing up the year this year, but it looks like they're a little slow because my man LeBron James just signed for the 76ers, Todd. So this is already old, man. Oh man, these things look like shit. I've been seeing a couple of people pick them up, but I mean, for what you need them to do, I guess they do the job, you know. And then you got their MLB figures also coming. So you got some of the MLB All-Stars out there. You got my boy Ohtani, fucking Judge, Bryce Harper. It's definitely some of the better players. You got gay-ass Jalen Hurts. Dude, so sorry. But yeah, some NFL players here now. I'm on Ross St. Brown. That dude's a fucking animal. I'll take that dude over any of these motherfuckers, and Justin Jefferson. And then, we're moving to their DC line. This is a wave we talked about last year, so available now. Gotta get my hands on that Brainiac and Black Adam. I do want those. And then also this wave up for pre-order now also. So talked about that last week. And then a couple of reveals here at the show. We had Hush Catwoman. Just talked about, that Poison Ivy. This would be a good comic book Catwoman for your DC multiverse shelf. You got the Silver Age Robin. You got another opportunity to get Plastic Man. This time probably not a bath, so maybe a deluxe figure. Hopefully it comes with some of those accessories of the power set and stuff. Then Justice League Batman. So you got that Batfleck fucking head sculpt right there. And then exclusive to GameStop, you can pre-order this now. You got the Hush. It says Hush Catwoman, but I think they meant Harley Quinn. So yeah, opportunity at a comic book Harley Quinn for the DC multiverse shelf. I think people were using the Batman animated series one, I think. which was one of his, I think, Weight 1 figures. It was complete shit. It was a way oversized figure. That shit was ginormous. It was a bad omen. And then fall 2026, we got Raven, Black Manta, Comic Book, Wonder Girl, Mara. So solid wave right here. A lot of people waiting for some of these characters. I might be intrigued by that Black Manta to kind of fill out more of this Legion of Doom. And then we move into more of the Batman reveals. Cannot have fucking anything without Batman in it, bro. We got Batman from Batman #1, Dick Grayson Robin from Batman #1, and then we got this Nightwing and Tim Drake Robin from Nightwing 81. That when I saw this shit, I was like, oh, I love that Nightwing, bro. That would be my Nightwing for my DC Multiverse shelf, because it's that Bruno Redondo artwork that I guess it's from this. They're trying to get inspired from this cover where the Tim Drake looks nothing like this in this comic, but I guess they're trying to pull it off. But that Nightwing, I was like, bro, I got to get my hands on that, because that is like my favorite version of Nightwing, is that Bruno Redondo artwork. And I think in this issue, I remember I picked this issue up. It was like a, I don't know, it was like a big reveal or something there. I guess it was like the mayor of Bloodhaven ends up being his fucking long lost sister. It's dumb as fuck. And then a pretty cool villain for him was this character named, I think his name was Heartless or some shit like that. It kind of was ripping motherfuckers' hearts out. And yeah, I think it was like a reveal here in this issue right here. But yeah, I'm going to get my hands on that Nightwing just to really set in my fucking Bat Family display. I've been using the Teen Titans Nightwing, and I don't know, kind of looks a little bit too slim. I like that one right there. And then this right here, man, this looks like fucking heat, bro. I got to get my hands on this, man. Green Lantern fucking core, fucking, you got all the Green Lanterns, bro. All the ones you need. I know a lot of people were like army building that 2-pack that came out last year, just kind of head swapping stuff with other figures, but even get the Sinestro Green Lantern here, different head sculpt. I'm getting this. I don't know if this is gonna be 2-packs or what the fuck it is, but I need my hands on more Green Lanterns. This would be cool, and these just look like fun figures for sure. Like, these are some of the more zany Green Lanterns. They look awesome. And then this right here, this Atrocitus and Red Lantern 2-pack. Ah, man, I want this shit too. I never built out that Atrocitus bath, but oh man, his mega figs are always fucking awesome, bro. So I want to get my hands on this shit. So it got me there. And then fall mega figure, we got a Doomsday Death of Superman. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might figure swap here, bro. I ain't gonna fucking lie, because I got that Doomsday 2-pack, the one that came with a fucked up Superman, but that leg was loose on all of them, bro. I even looked at reviews and everyone was like, man, this fucking leg is loose. I'm gonna try it here. This one is not loose. This one has better paint too. Oh yeah, I'm figure swapping, bro. You heard it here first. I don't give a fuck. Come at me, bro. I'm doing that. And then shit, man, he's fucking cashing out. High selling aftermarket prices on a lot of these figures. He doesn't give a fuck. He's coming for it all, bro. Deluxe theatrical edition, Mr. Freeze. Everyone, chill. We got the Arnold Freeze. I love it, man. I love it. I did build out the bath, but even this one's better. He's got proper paint on the armor. Got more effects. Oh, fuck, bro. Todd, you coming for the eBay scalpers? I'm coming for the figure swappers, bro. I'm sorry. And then more deluxe theatrical editions. We got the battle damaged Catwoman from Batman Returns. We got the Commissioner Gordon from The Dark Knight. Fucking coward. That dude was such a fucking pussy coward in that movie. Oh, man. And then the Batman. Terrible figure. I don't want that at all. And then the Crescendo, bro. The fucking absolute Batman, dude. Holy fucking hell. We know he was gonna get this one in before the line comes to an end. And my boy Uncle Tad, he's got that black magic, bro. He gets it happening, man. So before the end of the line, he's getting this in. The only thing I was fixated on though was this fucking shit right here. This is like 2 kicks in the nuts, bro. It's the Elite Edition, so you're gonna be paying $60, and then you're gonna be paying $60 to Walmart. So you're probably gonna pay $60, and they're gonna cancel on you anyway. So one from Todd, and then one from your boys at Walmart, man. Double kick in the nuts, guys. You gotta love it. You gotta fucking love it, right? So yeah, man, Todd doing his thing, man. So not mad at it. And then yeah, also at his little SDCC event, he has like a little luncheon, I guess. So more of these Image Comics releases. We got Witchblade. Looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going all in on the image stuff, but then he's even got the ghost machine stuff, man. So you got the Geiger. Yeah, this looks pretty rad too, man. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be cool if it had like some kind of glowing effect. I didn't really watch any of the interviews and stuff for the Todd stuff, but it would be cool if that had this. And then we move into the MEZCO stuff, guys. And man, a little foreshadowing here with this 1-to-1 scale Dark Knight fucking returns Batman with the little grub. When are they gonna release that fucking grub? Because that's what I want, man. That little motherfucker, bro. When we get into the reveals, man, Solomon Grundy, one of their hotter reveals from MEZCO Con 2026. This was a fucking showstopper right here, as far as I'm concerned. One of the better things revealed this weekend, I gotta say. Look really fucking good. Yeah, I can't wait to see this go for pre-order. This is definitive Solomon Grundy, as far as I'm concerned. I did end up backtracking on that bath, that multiverse, DC multiverse bath. Now I feel like a fucking idiot. I should have just waited. And then we got Peacemaker. Not really digging this one. I'm okay on this. It's kind of like 3 years. No, not even 3 years. 5 years too late. Like, fuck, dude. It's been a minute, man. Yeah, where's the Doc Mobile? Yeah, man, for reals, bro. And they also saying Uncle Sal's still cooking bats. 100 NYCC, get ready for more heat and possible disappointment. I think I'm going with the latter. It's probably gonna be possible disappointment because this SDCC, man, I was looking forward to MEZCO and NECA, and I gotta say, guys, I'm pretty whelmed by it all. I mean, this is a banger. I just said this was one of the better reveals, and it is. But man, this Thundercats line, though, bro. I mean, I guess it's what I thought it would be, but I'm kind of whelmed by this as well, man. I kind of wish Mattel just gets their license back to this shit and they just make a Chronicles Thundercats line. I think it would just be definitive line, and it would be like $30 as opposed to 100 plus. Because this looks okay, and I know it's an early prototype, but I can already tell what the fuck those ankles are gonna move like. I could just feel this figure in my hand. That soft goods like overlay just looks like a fucking baby's outfit, bro. Like, nah, this shit looks kind of whack, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get it because I want a 112 lino, but man, to know that I'm paying $100 for this and I'm not really happy with it, man, I know how I'm gonna feel. And then one of the reveals is a Mum Ra, so I'm probably just gonna be in for the lino and the Mum Ra, but eventually, I know Mattel is going to do this fucking proper 6-inch scale Thundercats line. There's just no way they don't. Make way for the best MEZCO announcement, Blade. Yeah, because kick off more reveals. You got Mum-Ra. Then we move to the Marvel stuff. We got the Gray Hulk. It's pretty good. Not going to lie. I'm still intrigued by that green one. So I do want that one when it releases. Probably coming out soon. Then we got the leader, looks kind of like a wiener. And then the fucking Frank Castle. I don't know, man. I saw the pre-order for this. I thought it looked good. This shit looks fucking weird, bro. Like, that shit looks like it's made out of Play-Doh or some shit, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, man. But hopefully it's just an early prototype. They can punch that in, but this looks kind of rough. And then more Conan. So we got this pit armor, and then we got the thief version. They're milking the fuck out of this Conan line, but hey, man, you got the license for a reason, right? And then we got some of the Batman and anime series stuff. So we got Scarecrow. Was a recent pre-order. It looks fucking great, man. Honestly, like, this looks like exactly how I would imagine these cartoons to look in like a 3D format. You know, like, this looks awesome. So fuck, man. I've actually come across in stocks of that Batman anime series and Joker. So I think shout to Ghost Tab. I remember him saying they were probably going to reissue that continuously. And yeah, I think they are. And I think I am going to pull the trigger on them because I do kind of want to get this little Batman and Robin setup display because the Robin looks great. Dick looking good. Don't clip that. Dick looking good, bro. And then we got the year one Batman, I think it was. So it's pretty good. It's kind of, you know, more noir, which I said when the solicitations fit up works. And yeah, I think it does, you know. And then we got the Dark Knight fucking trilogy stuff. We got the Nolan verse. We got the Joker. It looks pretty great, man. But I think after seeing what the next company that we talk about does, I think I'm gonna be waiting for their stuff, man. More TMNT coming from these guys, so not look like it's gonna slow down for them either. We got the Foot Clan. I can't wait for these pre-orders to go live. Wonder how it's gonna be. If it's gonna be a 2-pack. Hey you. Yeah, I know. Dick looking good, right? And then Shredder and fucking Splinter, man. The Shredder looks okay. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting when it comes to MEZCO, man. I'm always expecting more, and I always I'm not disappointed, but I'm not like overly content, you know. And then like Raceland was saying, Blade from Midnight Sun. So fuck yeah, I'll take a Blade. Shit, I'll take a fucking Blade figure from MEZCO. All the other ones is like crazy in the aftermarket, you know. This one got to be my MEZCO Blade, so I might be copping that. And then also Daredevil. Okay, pretty cool. We gotta wait to see this, man. So only revealed right here, not at the show. And then I think this was their last reveal this morning. We got the Dark Knight Returns Batman, that classic Frank Miller shit. And then we got we got it revealed at the show. And I gotta say, after getting that fucking Muff Toys, Chaos Toys joint, I'm like, I think I'm good on anything MEZCO offers when it comes to Batman. Like, they're not better than that. So yeah, this probably guys gonna have better accessories, but I'm okay. Closest we will get to a snipe style blade. Yeah, man. I'm with that. I am with that. But yeah, I need a blade. Who doesn't need a good blade? Where's a vest in that game? Oh, okay. I haven't played that game. I wonder if they make more of the costumes from that. If they make a Ghost Rider from that shit. Will Mattel allow MEZCO to keep making TMNT? Fuck, I don't know, but I think they're trying to get ahead of the game and just put out as much as they can, right? Because they did the Casey, they do the Foot Clan, the Shredder, and the Splinter. It's like, how much more do you want? Maybe April, like, you know. But like, what else would they make? Bebop and Rocksteady, but I think that would be a lot of tooling. And I don't know if they get that deep, because fuck yeah, no more GI Joe. Like I didn't want to believe that, but it looks like that's fucking true, man. That's crazy. And then yeah, like I was saying, man, MEZCO coming with their Dark Knight. Look at what other companies are offering, man. Moving to the INART little event that they had at the con or at San Diego, we got this fucking classic looking Dark Knight Returns and Mutant Leader. Like this shit just looks incredible, man. In fucking incredible. Best company making figures, like I think so, right? For being new but being this good, it's like god damn, man. This Arkham verse Batman and Deathstroke, like I regret getting the LPZZ Deathstroke. This one looks way fucking better. Even the LPZZ Arkham Batman, I'm like, this NR shit looks way more fire. You got into the Dark Knight's metal stuff. These are highly anticipated. Also, they were probably some of the earlier reveals from this company. Yeah, I mean, that in our Dark Knight, exactly, that shit just looks so fucking good. Looks like the best Batman figure I've ever seen in my life. That's how good it looks. Like, goddamn, like those head sculpts, man. Nobody could compete with these guys when it comes to head sculpts. After seeing that Christian Bale one, I was like, no, these guys got black magic. They got that black magic, guys. This Joker, this is the best Joker figure I've ever seen by any company ever, and it will probably be that forever. Like this is instant cop, you know. Even this Murphyverse White Knight Batman, I'm like, I don't think I ever needed one after the Todd one. It wasn't even that good, but it's like, okay, I don't want too much of this. But look at this shit, man. This shit just looks incredible, dude. Like the soft goods look fucking pristine and perfect. Like, oh, this just looks fucking awesome, man. It looks so good. I'm even intrigued by the Batman figure, man. Pattinson. Oh man, and then fuck yes, bro. Finally, a proper Nolan verse line, like this Bane, this fucking Two-Face. I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this shit, bro. Like this is it right here. This is everything from comics to movies to video games to the deeper cut comics. Like they got it all, man. They got it fucking all. It's like no. Why would we ever need to buy anything else? Like sell your Todds, throw them away, man. There's no need for them. Like I remember when that SDCC Bane came out and I missed out. I was like, oh man, now they have a reissue out, and I'm like, why the fuck would I be dumb enough to get it now? when you had this prototype just floating around out there, yeah, maybe it might be a couple years away, maybe a year away, who knows? Just wait. Like, you're gonna be way more happier with this than anything Todd does, and maybe Mattel cooks for, you know, a friendlier price point. Like, we have to still see that, but this is, for me, miniature like Hot Toys stuff. Like, this is museum quality stuff here, man. We went to the Alex Ross Superman. Like, just look how well this looks, man. The fucking kind of throwing me off with that S and shit, just kind of floating off of his abs and shit. But, you know, I don't know. Kind of weird how that had to engineer that. I know they wanted to make that S accurate because it's super large, but maybe shrink it down, just fit it on that upper body torso. But I don't know. So that little flap looks a little weird, but the figure itself looks fucking good, man. The paint, this is a proper Alex Ross head sculpt, not that fucking McFarlane shit we saw last week. Like, this is proper right here, bro. So only a great prototype model, and it already looks this good. And then the fucking crescendo, bro, the showstopper, probably the best reveal of the weekend, from multiple companies. Like I said, we just talked about the Todd and how that one's gonna be 2 kicks in the nuts. This fucking INART Absolute Batman is fucking hell, man. Pre-order needs to open up now. Like, they are well ahead of the game when it comes to prototyping this out. This thing is already looks like it's well on its way. Like, I cannot wait for this. I'm not even up on game when it comes to this storyline. But it's probably the hottest thing out in fucking decades, man. Like, everyone's talking about this. Whole comic industry's talking about this shit. Books are selling through the roof. All the variant covers, because they got, obviously, you know, key issues coming out every time they reveal a new villain. It's this universe's version, right? So, you know, they did the Absolute Joker, Absolute Scarecrow, Absolute Poison Ivy, Absolute Catwoman. Like, all those issues have just been fucking flaming comets, bro, in the comic book industry, man. Like, they're on fire, bro. So I can't wait to get the figures. Obviously these companies were chomping at the bit to put out figures. If the comics are selling that well, it's like, yeah, you know, you want figures of this shit. Saw Hot Toys putting theirs out. Like, this has to be like a major push from DC. Like, hey, you guys are gonna want to make figures of this if you're not already knocking on our door to make them. Like, this shit is gonna sell gangbusters for you guys. And yeah, look at it. Every company that revealed this shit was like popping off. Like, they're fucking cooking, bro. So can't wait for this shit, man. Gotta be at least 8 inches. Absolute Bats 112. Yeah, this is it's all muscle too. Obi-Wan Chingon's in the house saying INARTs took top prize during this con. In my opinion, fantastic. Yeah, it's hard to say they didn't, and they haven't even really revealed too much new from previous events. Like, we had seen these already, this, but man, they look like they're still continuing to cook. Like, this Batman, to me, I don't think we saw, and then this Absolute Batman looks more finished and shit. So it just looks like the best thing at the event this weekend. But that was the NR stuff. We'll round out some of their movie stuff after this Medicom exhibition, and even them getting ahead on making their MAFEX Absolute Batman. But like I said, after seeing that NR one, how good that looks, this looks like complete shit. Might as well be a McFarlane. Like, seriously, might as well be a McFarlane. Because good on them to start making it. But like I said, this is what made me think, like, DC had to have let these companies know, like, you're gonna want to make this, so hurry the fuck up. But yo, the rest of their event kind of kicked off. Also, they had more Dark Knight Returns Batman's coming out. We got the James Gunn verse fucking Superman. Fucking this shit aged terribly, man. But I might be interested in the MAFEX. The Fig Arts didn't do it for me, and I didn't pick up any of the McFarlane's. I gotta wait to see that MAFEX. I think they have some of the better likenesses in live action. Then we get another Miles Morales and shit. So yeah, this time from the Across the Spider-Verse movies. We got an Iron Spider coming out also. Looks fucking awesome. Lady Deadpool, pretty cool from the movie. Got the Headpool. Looks pretty dope. We got another Daredevil coming out also. Looks pretty good. And then hotter reveals, man. Shit, I thought we were gonna see a Beast, but I'll take a Colossus. I'll take the best Colossus in 112 form we're ever gonna fucking get. Like, I'm all over this shit. And then that Sabretooth, man. Oh, you know that's gonna be a hot one. That is gonna be a fucking hot one. I love that Marvel Legends that came out in that 2-pack, but that thing does not move for shit, bro. This thing looks like he's gonna be able to crunch it to a fucking ball almost, and then that Colossus, oh man, I've been waiting for Marvel Legends to do another Colossus, but I think I'm gonna be plenty happy with this, man. Right now I only have the Diamond Select one, but that shit is just way outdated, man. And then we got a Maverick. Fuck yeah, I'm down for some fucking Team X and shit, man. This makes me think they're gonna do the rest of this team in that look. I would take a Wolverine and a Sabretooth in that look, fucking Silver Fox and all that shit. And then we got X-Man. I'm good on that AOA shit. And then recent pre-orders that just went live. We got the live action Moon Knight. And then this Carnage that I got to get my hands on this Carnage, man. I never got that Marvel Legend or the SH Figure Arts, but I love the looks of this live action fucking Carnage. And I might have to splurge on that because, I regret not getting that Figure Arts. But this shit looks, I love the MAFEX stuff when it comes to live action. I think I always prefer that over SH Figure Arts. That Colossus is going to cook. You fucking right it is. You're fucking right it is. Because, they're absolute. I don't know about the absolute MAFEX, but for the X-Men stuff, I'm plenty happy. I'm still cooking that shit, man. I'm still getting some of that. That actually reminded me. I actually didn't show this off in my hauls, but I bet you have that fucking Iceman too. She looks pretty good. I got it in my hand. I gotta unbox this shit, but I was surprised by the box of this shit. But this was a good one to see kind of come out because it's like, okay, they're still doing the X-Men stuff, so probably gonna see more of the characters. And then now we get a prototype on Colossus. They're not going to stop there. They're going to make Beast eventually for damn sure. That just let me know. That just confirmed it. And then more live action Batman. So we got the fucking Batman Returns Batman, or is that the Flash? I think it's the Flash, right? And then we got the Batfleck. We got that fucking non-Joker Joker and this fucking weird looking Harley Quinn. I hated that scene in that movie with that dress. Hated that figure. And then if I got a Peacemaker, I think I would get a MAFEX. But man, motherfucker James Gunn even ruined Peacemaker, man. That last season was so cringe. I was like, bro, this shit is just cringe as fuck, dude. Like, it's not good. Like, man, it would be kind of cool to get the whole Suicide Squad. Like, I got that SH Figure Arts, that black and red costume for the Harley Quinn, but she was barely in that costume. But I have her. I have the King Shark, the fucking McFarlane. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of these MAFEX just around now that Suicide Squad. And then we've seen these pre-orders go live already. So you got the Bruce and then the fucking Clark. Look all right. Look okay. Still waiting on this fucking Batgirl, man. And then the Raj or the Raish looks okay for a naked dude, half naked dude. It's not bad. You know what I mean? Plastic Sniffer. That's until INART dives into Marvel. Yeah, fuck, you're right, man. I mean, that's a dangerous fucking rabbit hole right there to see if they ever do that. Because throw your Marvel Legends away. That's it. There are already a painted image of that Colossus. Oh yeah, I think that's I think motherfuckers are using AI to paint that up. But I mean, I don't mind that. I did hear somebody had painted that up though, and the Sabretooth, because they were just kind of just filling it out with AI. I mean, the AI does it. It is pretty much how it's gonna look. And then shit, you want to talk repaints? These guys are kings of repaints when it comes to these Batman figures, man. It's like they look cool, but this is because Batman is cool. Like, I don't want them. This one right here to me was a surprise, dude. Cassandra Cain, fuck, man. I got the fucking long leg Marvel Legends McFarlane, but like this to me, I'm copping this. I've always liked this Batgirl. She just looks cool as fuck. Her design and then her character is really cool too. She's like trained assassin and shit. And then we got more of these Azrael fucking Night Quest suit. I forgot to get the image to the blue one, but man, that shit just pops, dude. That paint job, that shit it looks so metallic, looks so good. And then the Wonder Woman, man, in hand. So we just saw that pre-order go live last week. That looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm copping that. I need me a comic book Wonder Woman. It's not fucking 8 inches tall. And then this Lobo also, man. I'm copping this shit too, man. I got the McFarlane. I got the one with that bike. But yeah, this shit just looks like it moves a hell of a lot better. You're actually gonna be able to play with this one. I'm copping this. I just maybe slightly bigger, but the MAFEX stuff is very accurate to 112. I don't think they oversize their shit, man. And then you got the fucking the John Wick verse. So you got the ballerina figures in the back, and then you got the berserker right here. So the fucking this motherfucker's got figures of everything he's ever done. Even this Matrix figure, like this shit right here looks fucking awesome too, man. I was waiting for this reveal. Ah, dude, I need this shit. I need this fucking Neo just because, like I've said in the past, sometimes you just need like the iconic movie stuff. Like a few of the iconic movie characters that I have in my collection are just that. Like I have a Predator, I have a Darth Vader, obviously, like shit like that. Alien. I feel like Neo is like he's up there with those types of characters. Terminator, you know, it's just like you see this, you instantly know where it's from. Instantly. You know, it's like, oh fuck, that movie was just phenomenon when it came out. I think I was in fucking 3rd grade and I remember that shit. And then we flash back to the INART stuff. Like I said, man, when it comes to the live action, I've always tended to get the MAFEX stuff, like movie stuff. But man, I think I'm even gonna slow down there. I just said I'm all in for this for sure because I need that. But man, what happens when these guys get around to making other movie stuff? Because this Terminator from Terminator 1 far superior than the MAFEX, it looks like to me. Fucking this Bruce Lee, like god damn, this looks fucking great. Like I can't wait to get these figures right here. I need a great Bruce Lee figure. I never got any of the SH Figuarts, but these look fucking great. This Lobo looks like he's on meth. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know, for Lobo, I don't know, man. I like it. But man, yeah, it looks like INART's not just making DC figures, they're kind of dancing around with other IPs. So you got some animes right here. It looks kind of interesting for figures, at least, you know. Not really familiar with this stuff either, but yeah, it looks like they're not shying away from intricate designs and stuff when it comes to engineering figures. And then more of their Black Myth Wukong stuff, man. So yeah, they're continuing to cook there. And fuck guys, that's it. That is fucking it, man. That's all the action figure 20s I have of the evening. Sorry, I kind of rushed through those last slides, man. But yeah, I can't be up here all night because I fucking got work early in the morning and stuff. But man, yeah, that's actually all the slides that I had anyway. Because after this INART stuff, I don't think I got everything else from other companies. But man, I hope I was able to cover enough toys today, guys. It was a long weekend full of stuff. And then there's still some stuff that's kind of lingering around. I'll probably add that to some slides and the coming weeks and stuff. And obviously when some of this stuff goes up for pre-order, get an opportunity to talk about it again. But guys, thank you guys for joining me. It was a fucking 3-hour stream. I was hoping it would be, you know, around that 3-hour mark. So I'm kind of happy there. But yeah, guys, thank you guys, man. If you guys caught the show, if you guys catch the replay, I appreciate it. And yeah, man, I mean, con itself was kind of whelming, man. I was kind of, I don't know, I was more excited kind of going into it than I am when it's over. But overall, it's still a good sign that the hobby is like doing good. I always look at these kind of events as like benchmarks in the year and stuff as like, okay, this is kind of where it's at right now. And I don't know, for the most part, it looks pretty healthy, man, especially with some of these other companies, man, you know, coming from overseas. And then you got some more domestic companies like these guys, you know, selling out of figures that they should have made more of, but it's okay. We still forgive you guys. But overall, man, I had a great time looking at this new stuff this weekend, man. And I had a more awesome time talking to you guys about it, man. So until the next episode, guys, be on the lookout. Episode 86. Try to see if I can get around to doing it next week again if we got more stuff kind of lingering around to talk about. But if not, just be on the lookout for the next episode, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys check it out whenever you can. I know I kind of jump around from days. Some days I do it on Wednesdays, some days Sundays, some days Saturdays, some days Mondays. But just be on the lookout for the episodes, man. I always have a blast coming up here to talk to you guys, man. And I'm thankful for everybody that you know takes the time to kind of check it out and stuff, man. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.